friends. We are talking all things going live. Thank you so much for being here. Let me take my gum out my mouth. Appreciate you all joining. So I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. This is my 4 o'clock live where we're going to talk all things going live. I appreciate you all coming in and supporting the live stream. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. Thank you so much for the support. I'm still kind of trying to figure out this angles. Let me see. We'll see how this goes. I may have to change my setup a little bit. There we go. Maybe that's it. We'll see what it looks like on the phone. Appreciate you all coming through. Let me know if there's any questions. Set up my screen a little bit higher. Thank you all for coming through. Hopefully that doesn't make it tilt. Always got to be careful of that tilt. So appreciate you all coming through. You guys are seeing me in real time set things up. So let me know if there's any questions, friends. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to get ready to go live. I appreciate all the support. And we're going to get going in just a few moments. Let me set up say hello in the chat. And get going there too. So thank you all for coming. And this is my 4 o'clock live where I talk all things going live. So feel free to come in, ask questions. We're going to get started in just a few moments. And then I will do it all over again tomorrow. Be back at 10 and 4. So let's see. Let's go live. I think I'm going to move a little quicker just because I want to make sure I'm connected with all of you all. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the support in the live stream. We'll kind of keep going. I think my screen is tilted a little too much. So I think that helps when it's a little elevated. Let me know if you guys are all good as well. So I'm always looking at the angles and stuff. If you guys have any questions, come on in. Thank you so much for being here. I was setting up my screen. Welcome to the room. I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Hello. How are you, friend? Make sure you give a like to the live. Go ahead and click that like button, but also click the subscriber button and the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. I appreciate you all coming in. We talk all things going live here so that you can build and elevate your brand, so that you can connect with your target audience, as well as monetize your expertise. So I teach you how to do that in my live streaming that I do. So I appreciate everybody coming through. If you have questions, put it in the chat. This is an interactive experience, so feel free to put it in the chat. Let's talk, let's connect. So I do this every day at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I stay on. I do co-stream, so I'm going to go on the TikTok side. So I talk over there on TikTok, connected with all of you. And then what will happen is that I am also treating this as a playlist. So you guys can come back, listen to the information I share, learn how to go live, I'm answering questions. I want to support you all. So feel free to connect and engage. I appreciate you all being here. I share information about YouTube as well. YouTube is a different type of streaming platform. So hello, friends. Hello. Thank you so much for saying hello. Appreciate it. And then I share information about YouTube because it is different. I am a YouTube partner. I just got accepted into their YouTube Partners program. So I have the super chat, super stickers. I have memberships so you can connect with me that way as well. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you guys have questions. Like I said, I want to make sure I'm answering your questions. So feel free to ask. That's what this is all about, so you can learn and grow. And then ultimately that you keep going live and building your confidence and building your communities, friends. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the support. Go ahead and like the live if you haven't done that like yet. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications. All right. So we're going to go live. That's what we're doing here. We are going to go live and we'll get to talking and chatting in the moment. So you guys will hear me in real time go live. So I appreciate you all being here. I'm about to do it on the TikTok side. All right. Take care. TikTok Live. TikTok Live. It is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Oh gosh. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody joining. Let me know if you have questions. This is my 4 o'clock live where we talk all things go live for beginners, giving tips and strategies to help you with your live stream. Feel free to come on in. How you doing, Diana? Thank you so much. Elevate, how are you as well? Come on in. Holly, Haley, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining. Those who are coming in, if you are new to my live, come on in. Feel free to like the live and share it out. That's how we get new friends into the room. So I appreciate you all coming through. Thank you so much, Diana. How's everything going? I saw your messages. You're looking to do super fans, huh? I would say I would say at the end of the day, you could do a couple different things with your community. You can create a group chat. So let me know if you need me to show that. I'm happy to show it. Thank you so much, friend, for being here. I'm on the YT side too. Hello, friends. How are you? So we're talking all things going live. So we talk about go live tips, beginner tips. I want you to understand how to go live and build your community. I ask that you like my live if you haven't done so already and subscribe to the channel as well. All right. So thank you so much. Feel free to use the chat to ask questions on both platforms. All right. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all on the YT side and the TikTok side. Am I reading? No, I'm talking. Just flowing. Nothing reading. No, just talking. I'm on two different platforms. Is that why you're asking? I'm on another platform. I think that's why you're asking at. Did I look like I was looking down? So let me know what you meant by that. But I appreciate you being here. So, two different platforms. We got friends coming in. If you guys don't mind liking the live, I would appreciate the support. So we'll see if we can get things moving and shaking. Appreciate everybody coming in. If you're new to the live, feel free to say I'm new and connect. How you doing, Allison? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you as well. How's everything going? Allison, did you go live? Let me know if you go live. Let me know if you started yet. I know sometimes people are like still kind of waiting and seeing if they're going to start their journey. Hello, friend. Keep me posted. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have as well. So I appreciate everybody coming in. I'm messaging my screen right now to sending out my live. I'm sharing it out. So thank you all for coming in. So, and we will get going. So I appreciate you all coming in. Hey, look at you reaching level 14. Congratulations, 14 in the room. I love that. That is awesome. So thank you all for coming in on both sides. Feel free to ask questions as well. I am monitoring the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Unwritten Unstoppable. I see you coming in as well. I've gone live about 4 times last year, but not this year. What do you do in your live? Tell us more. Fine art and illustrator. Okay. Did you find your way to me because of Leanne? Were you part of her community? Are you a part of her community, as in present tense? And and you do art as well. So that's awesome. Yes. The thing about going live that I tell people is that it requires consistency. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. I appreciate the support. Appreciate that. Yep, Leanne. The iguana team. Hey, Supreme. How you doing, Supreme Victorious? Appreciate you, friends. Thank you for the popular and the daily heart me. Thank you all for coming in, those who are joining. That's her new nickname, the iguana tamer. The iguana whisperer. He said, I'm good. Awesome, friend. Are you, so how's everybody doing? Hey, Jay, I saw you come in. Val, welcome back, friend. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. So, this is so interesting because, like I said, you do your live and you never know what can happen. And in her case, she was just in her garage, minding her business, doing her live stream, and the iguana was stuck in the gutters. So the gutter pipe. So you never know. But what I was gonna say is, why I was gonna ask a question like, why haven't you come back this year? Like, what is it about going back live? And the thing about going live is very much about consistency. I tell you guys that all the time. But I think some of it is just getting used to the platform and the process. I'm still trying to figure out my reason for going live. Your why. Why are you doing it? Okay, that's fair. Not sure what my goals are. Okay, that's fair. I think that's important. Know your why. People come for one reason and then they realize they came for something else as things evolve. You said, "Oh my God, the time flew by." You're so sweet. Appreciate you being here, friend. Yeah. Hey, Black Lotus, how are you, friend? Thank you for coming in. Thank you all for coming in. If you guys don't mind liking the live, I think we're about 5 minutes in and we're at 3K likes added. So if we can get to the point where we get to 10K likes by 10 minutes, that would be awesome. So we'll see if we can do it. You said I'm late. I am late. I am. I don't. I gotta figure out my timing. This time around, I had started late because I saw one of the newer people in the agency. She doesn't go live. She's been slowly picking up her live schedule and trying to figure out what works, and so she ended up going live at 4 o'clock when I was supposed to be here. And I popped over there to say hi to her real quick. So that was kind of the initial delay. And then I was like, my friend, she messaged and I messaged her back. And then I had to set up my YT and then come over here. So I was super late. I was super late because of that. Hey, Jay, thank you for the rose. I appreciate you, friend. Um, Thank you all for the YT as well. But what I will tell you is the why is so important. Why you're doing it. Like, why do you want to do it? Is it just mere entertainment? Like, you know what? It's something to do. People come in, I chat for a little bit. It's like being on the telephone and you're having a conversation. And so maybe that's your why. And then in that case, maybe it's not important that you're consistent. You're just showing up whenever you feel like it. And people come in and you're doing your art and you have that data, that recording you can use, and then ultimately post it on your social media, make clips of it. So some people do that, and so it's not just necessarily about the community building or the monetization or the fame, but you're just trying to go live. So that could be your why. My why is community. Others, you said the others that craft, meaning that you do, are you a crafting live, Val? Let me know if you do that. Yeah, my thought is just showing up as I feel like it now, but I haven't this year. And then we're 6 months, 6 weeks in. You're right. Yeah, at some point you have to make. Okay, Val, you arts and craft too, Legos. Yeah. Okay, so you're trying to build a community if you go live. So Val, have you started going live? And then Allison, again, you just have to start. For you, if it's just casually doing it. Now, do you have a lot of content on your page? And like I said, you could do it with the content in mind. So you're like, okay, I just want to build enough content so I can just post it and share that out with people. He said Bloom loves Legos. So does my son, Cameron. Well, both my boys, my older boy and the younger one, they love, like, seriously. Like my son literally yesterday was like, "Can I get a new Lego kit?" So yes, time. Yes, just crafting in your 30s. If my it was your niche, and yes, going live. Okay, okay. And so, how's it going for your live stream? Are you building? You're just doing different crafts. That's an idea for content. It is, yeah. You're here doing it anyway, and so if you have your camera facing your craft, and while you're doing it, yeah, make your content. Yeah, might as well. And to your point, if you're not trying to do it consistently, then yeah, it's not as much of a sense of urgency to show up all the time. I will say, part of it is building community and getting people to know you, and then ultimately trying to figure out how do you expand. Um, so yeah, that's a big piece of it. Those who joined us, thank you so much for being in here. I appreciate you all joining. Hey Elle, how you doing? Valerie, thank you for joining. Them Jones boys, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you guys all joining. So I appreciate the support. Weekend pop up lives, building and crafting, and my cats make appearances. Okay. Um, L, you said eight. What does eight mean? Hello. Okay. Okay. Hello, friend. I was like, yeah, what's going on? We speaking in code? I was like, what's happening? I was like, what does eight mean? How's everything going for you, L? You said send it too soon, huh? Now, Elle, you're East Coast. Where are you located? Out of the Carolinas? One of the Carolinas? I'm trying to figure out where you're at. You said, oh, we did 11.5 likes, and we did it in 10 minutes. Woo! We did that, y'all. Thank you so much. Oh, you're at ATL. Okay, awesome, awesome. Um, I'm assuming with the school day, you're home. Are you home? Because you're in the school system, so hopefully you're home. You're resting, everything's good, and you're preparing for tonight. Are you going live tonight? Let me know. Those who are coming in, appreciate you. We talk all things live streaming. I'm talking to people, answering questions. If you're new, put new in the chat. I always want to talk to my new folks. I know some people come in and they don't want to be seen, but you're welcome to say something. I tell people all the time, this is an engagement app. So it's totally fine to let yourself be known and connect with others in the room. Roxy, thank you for sharing out that live. I appreciate the support. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, we did get 10K in 10 minutes, which is awesome. So we hit that milestone. We're always trying to make sure we have engagement in live, and that is the likes. As you are tapping the screen, that's likes, and right now it says 12.9, meaning that we have, well, 13K now, meaning that we have 13K likes to the live already. And so we're trying to manage that and keep that going. That's so important to how the live works. Luna, how are you, friend? Luna, I got my homework. I got to look through your notes. Thank you so much. I looked through what you sent already, and it's looking good, friend. Look at you. I'm excited. So, thank you for the follow, Tiny. How are you, friend? Let me know how you're doing as well. So, if you guys have questions, if you want to go live, tell me what's holding you back. Margie, how are you? Thank you for saying that. Laugh out loud. Thank you. Working hard. I love it. Luna, do you? Well, we'll talk tomorrow. I'm excited about connecting with you. But do you feel like Are you like on a work schedule? Like, does it feel like a 9 to 5? So let me know. I'm curious. He's like, yes. You said I have a question. Margie, what's your question? Newbie on here. Tiny, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your friend. Learn from your past so you can move forward with your future. Love that. Thank you so much. I was reading your bio. Margie, how's everything going? Margie, you're a super new friend. You need a bio. We're going to give you some homework. That grumpy old dude finally went to live for 20 minutes. Did you really? Congratulations. I love hearing that. Thank you. Oh, wow. That is awesome. How did it feel? How did it go for you? Margie, I want to go live, but too nervous to do so. Okay, stay with me. I'm gonna give you some tips in terms of the nerves. We'll talk about the nerves a little bit because the nerves are natural. I don't say it's not natural to be nervous. What I tell people is that still do it scared. That's that we got a sticker for that. So I don't want you to not do it because you're like, oh, my nerves. Because at the end of the day, that's the first live in it. And the first live is just that. It is the first. So it's a new experience. And so again, your first live is not gonna be like your 20th live or your 30th live or your 50th live. It gets better and easier over time, but you just have to get through it. All right. You say Yahoo. You made 4 cents. We say in this room, every cent counts. Every cent counts. It builds up from on each other, so you'll see it. You say getting there, Luna. All right. Um, Hopefully it's not too challenging. I think there's a little bit of challenge in what you're doing in terms of building something really great, but I don't want you to get discouraged. So we'll talk through that tomorrow. It gets easier. This live helped me start my live. Did it really? Awesome, awesome. I love that. I love that, Val. Keep going, friend. How often do you go live now? Let me know, Val. Are you on a regular schedule? You said pop-ups. I think you said pop-ups and weekends. Is that what I heard? Um, do it scared. See that sticker? Margie, thank you for the follow. Do it scared, friend. You got this. Um, you said, is there a live preview? What does that mean? You mean like a recording? Or do you mean like an ability to practice, like a practice mode? What do you mean by a preview? I think I made 7 cents on my first live. I made 7 cents on mine. I love that. Yeah, it builds up, guys. The first one is just that it is the first one. Yeah, practice. So you meant practice. Okay. Yes, there is a live practice. There is a practice. So under settings, scroll in there towards the top, it says practice mode. Yep. You can click that. And then once you click it and go live, after 30 seconds, it'll pop up on the screen. Do you want to continue practicing or go live? You can click not yet, continue to go live. I mean, continue to practice if you want to. I say go live because at the end of the day, it's practice anyway. That's what it is. It's practice. Not like your room is not going to have a whole bunch of people coming in your room. It is practice, friend. So don't overthink it. Just keep going. Okay, TikTok gave me the flash goal. Let's see. It is roses. If you guys don't mind supporting by 1 rose per person, this is TikTok's goal. It's not Dr. Lisa's, but it's a challenge that TikTok puts out there to see if the room is engaging based on the people who are here. And so I appreciate any support with achieving this flash goal. We have 13 roses, 18 people in the room. So I think it would be great. You say you think you made 7 cents too? Lucky number 7. I love it. That 7 is good. So it was great. Regina, thank you for the follow. I see you, friend. Amanda, how are you? Hey, Alex. How are you, friend? So keep coming on in, you all. Thank you all for supporting the live. Yes, there's a preview before you go live for the first time. You meant practice or did you meant preview? I'm trying to understand the preview term. But yeah, so the practice is there all the time for you. Thank you so much, Jess. How are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you all for the comments. 7 is the magic number. You are great. 7, Leo. How are you, friend? Did TikTok tell you like 7? They calling you. Come on in. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Good. Just got out of work. Well, welcome to the room. Everyone made 7 cents. I feel substandard with 4. No, it's fine. That was just a couple of heartbeats and a few roses. That's all it was, friend. It's all good. But every penny counts. I tell people that all the time. Don't overthink it. Every penny counts. So yeah, thank you all for coming in. We achieved that goal. I think we just did. Live goal achieved. Yay. Oh my gosh, thank you all for doing that. I appreciate that. 7, do you go live? Let us know. 7 the Leo. Thank you so much. 7 the Leo, is that a zodiac type Leo? Let me know why Leo. Nothing but love and positivity. Keep doing what you do. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much. Others coming in, appreciate you joining as well. So if I can make money going live, I'm gonna make enough to buy some new drawers. As another word, let me know what you meant by that. Let me know what you meant by that, friend. But keep going live, then. Keep going live so you can make that extra money. Appreciate you all being here. I don't know what it meant. I'm sorry. So welcome to the room, everybody. We talk all things going live. We talk live for new friends coming in. You said, good Lord, maybe that's what he meant. I don't know. As if I do Well, whatever you need the money for, friend. It's totally fine. Keep going live. Hey, Cleopatra, how you doing, friend? Keep going live. Make it happen, friend. So yes, so that's what this is all about. So there are a lot of rules. It is some community guidelines and rules. It is. It is. You do have to play nice for TikTok. You gotta make sure what you're saying and doing is not against the community guidelines. And you're gonna ask me, what are all the things I can say and not do and all this other thing. And I'm gonna say you gotta go to the community guidelines and read it and then also read between the lines. So you never know. You might say something and this algorithm will catch it and it'll say, no, 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 that's not what you can say or do. And so some of it is trial by fire, and some of it is you kind of know what you should and should not say and do. So let me break that down a little bit further. Hold on one second. Beyond, is it Biana? Thank you so much for being here. Is there a minimum amount you have to earn before payout? Um, Payout. How you doing, Margie? How you doing, friend? Payout is anywhere between. You could set it to $1. I think it's $1 to $5 is where you can set it. However, you don't have to set that. Every Wednesday, TikTok pays out, and so I think maybe it has to be a minimum of $1 before it pays out. Somebody quote me, check, confirm that if you got paid out for less than $1. But every Wednesday it pays out. So if you go live today, for example, you won't get paid for tomorrow. You have to wait until next Wednesday to get your first payout. That's how it works. Like if you were today was your first day, and so you'll wait until next week and get paid out. And so whatever you've earned over that time period, you can get paid out for. I think it has to be a minimum of $1 though. So if I'm wrong, then it's under $1 or whatever you set it for. And then you can make it so that it doesn't pay you out until you reach a different milestone. So for me, my very first time, I was like, you know what? I'll get paid out once I hit $100. And then I pushed it up to 500 because I was like, okay, this is passive. Let me see what this is like and make it part of my savings. So that's how I did it. And so if you make over that, obviously they'll pay you out, but you have to wait if it's under that. Your vibe is amazing. Infection. I already feel better for being here. Thank you so much, Seven. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for coming through the room. All of you who are here, Seven, did you go live? Let us know. Appreciate you being here as well. The title of my room should be Under 10K, um, with a question mark. And then who cares? Who cares if you're under 10K? All right. That's fine. Yeah. So, people do that for the small creators coming in and trying to make sure they understand some of the different rules and stuff. I would say those rooms, some rooms are good. Some rooms are better than others because you got to kind of make sure you're not getting misinformation. So I always kind of tell people look for the question marks where TikTok has different features. If you click things into things, you'll see question marks. Read it for yourself so you kind of know what's there. Go to the community guidelines. You can read that for yourself. They have the Creator Academy. All that is under on TikTok Studio under posts. Scroll down and there's some information for you surrounding how to go live. Well, not how they have the Live Academy too, but how to post content, what are some rules, some do's and don'ts, all that is there for you. And then on the live side, under tools and resources, they have the Live Academy, and there's some training videos there as well. So I have to read all all the community. That is a lot. Um, Honestly, you do want to skim it. I'll be honest with you. You probably want to take a sneak peek at it, and you probably want to look at the Live Academy videos just so you kind of know some of the rules. But for the most part, going to different rooms, you kind of pick stuff up. Obviously, once you start going live, you can pick some stuff up too. Um, I'm an agency, so I'll talk about that too. But I have the school platform. There's some information in there for creators. I go live twice a day, so there's some stuff that you'll pick up, and you can get information on your own as well. Do you know if I can share a single item and still get credit if the person purchases it? Are you talking about for TikTok Shop, Amanda? The answer would be yes. Sure do. My life is all about positivity and trying to help each other. I love that, Seven to Leo. Appreciate your friend. That's awesome. That's what it's all about, friend. Positivity and helping others. I would agree with that. So, yeah, I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed by any of this process. It gets easier as you do it. You kind of learn. You learn some of the do's and don'ts. The other day I was using my backup account to show, and I got a restriction. I'll talk about what a restriction is. The backup account got a restriction, and they didn't approve it, y'all, either. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm just saying. And they said pushing people off the platform. I wasn't. I was showing y'all a feature. So again, the algorithm gets it wrong. I appealed. They still said no. So some of that stuff happens, and you just kind of deal with it. So don't get overwhelmed by it. It gets easier. Hey Doc, plan on going live today, but my internet went out from around 11. Oh my gosh, is that because of the weather? Because you're dealing with the storm too, aren't you? I hope you're doing okay. And Ethan needs to eat, so cook for him and the internet, the TikTok community. I just got off a week restriction. Did you? Oh, Val, you just got off a week violation. That was no restriction. Let me explain the difference between the two. I was like, what? Val, you got in big trouble. Service is not that great in my area, so I have to put off going live without Wi-Fi. Yes, that's true. I am in its weather. Yeah, I'm sure it's weather related. Yes. Okay, so let me explain the difference between restriction and violation. So, restriction is when TikTok gives you a timeout for that live. Okay, so for that particular live, you did something wrong. So, like I said, on my other account, I was kind of showing you guys the gift gallery. I was talking about some different things, and TikTok was like, oh, no, you won't be doing that. And they gave me, so I don't know, I might have said something, to be honest with you. I have to go back and look at the recording. It may have been the way I phrased something when I was talking. It's interesting. They gave it to me on the other account and not here, although I was talking on both accounts. So I don't know. So, so I got a timeout, and my visibility for that live, it's a restriction, was was unavailable. They took away from me being able to be seen on the For You feed or the For You page. So for that reason, the live was not being pushed out. So it was my backup anyway, so I was ending it regardless. So it really didn't make a difference to me. So I ended that live. I can go back live over there again. Hey Gumbo, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. I see you, KS Banana Bread. Thank you so much. So it's like a timeout. And then I give the example of, imagine when you were in high school and you got in trouble. Maybe you were sassing a teacher and you got sent to detention. You got a detention notice. So you had to sit out in detention maybe after school or during lunch or whenever they did it. Hey, D Digitals. And so that's kind of that timeout. Your parents weren't necessarily called. They didn't call your parents. No other trouble, but you did get that detention. A violation is now the suspension. So you're suspended for 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, depending on what you did. And now you cannot go live. And in some cases, I think in extreme cases, I think they don't let you go to visit lives either, but they may let you visit lives. But a lot of times you cannot go live. Okay. So just know that in that situation, if you are in an agency, you can call your parent. They'll call your parents. Think about with the high school analogy, and they're notified because I get a notice, and then I can also advocate on your behalf, similar to when you're in high school. You said I lost multi-guest access for the week, so somebody did something. Was that you? No, that was somebody else who came in and said they had a flasher in their guest panel. They ended the live. Yeah. Oh, wow. So what happened in your panels? Somebody was doing something. Were they smoking, drinking, driving? You can't do any of that stuff. Yeah. Pals, what did you ask me something over here? Take screenshots of TikTok terms and upload that into ChatGPT and make explain what's important do's and don'ts. Okay, I agree. Staying so long on the gift gallery on the shop page, not a teaching account. Stan. I'm not getting the second comment. The first comment, yes, pals, absolutely. Meek the Great, thank you so much for being here. We were just crafting. Huh. In the multi-guest, hey Moonflower. In the multi-guest panel boxes, you were crafting. What were you doing? Crafting what? What does crafting look like for you? Hey, Fran, how you doing? He said, OMG, what is wrong with people? Hey, Glow. Let's see. Thank you so much. What happened? You said, OMG, what is wrong with people? Greet. What happened? Maybe you got the restriction as you were saying. So long to give it on a shop page, not a. I don't think the page matters because it wasn't a shoppable live. It was just a regular live. I see where you were going with that, but no, I don't know if that was it. But the gift gallery might have been an issue. She Pals is on my YouTube, you all. So I'm on the YT, and she was asking, kind of explaining, giving an example of what might have happened with my restriction I had gotten on the other account. It said pushing people off the platform, so that was the restriction that they gave me. You said there was a flasher. Oh, okay. Good. Glow. Glow, I didn't say like 20 different things, but I did say that. I did say that. That is true. There was somebody there was somebody who flashed. Hopefully she comes in here today. That was hilarious. I said flasher, flasher. So yes, hey y'all. Um, so just crafting and a metal puzzle, and they were knitting. So and Moonflower, we had to go through this too. She's a knitter. You need to turn on your content disclosure because TikTok, for whatever reason, is thinking that maybe you're trying to sell, it's a promotional thing. You got to turn on your content disclosure. So for that reason, you got it. Yeah, and I would be careful in the future, like if you have a guest or somebody else that they're doing something, make sure everybody has on their content disclosure. I don't think guests can turn it on, so I would almost say let that person co-host with you and turn on their content disclosure and audience control just to be on the safe side. So yeah, so that's what I would say. Where do you find the content? Content, Amanda. Let me show you. Oh, content disclosure. Yes, yeah. You guys needed the content disclosure on. Yes. So let me show you the content disclosure where to find it. So yeah, let me catch up. No problem. Good evening. Okay, that's what Moonflower. She's talking to Moonflower. Yeah, so the content disclosure is what you want to turn on. I'll show it to you guys really quickly. But as you guys are, and Moonflower, let me know how's it going for you. So you're going well, Fred. You're rocking and rolling. You're teaching and knitting. You're having a nice amount of people come into your live. I need to get back over there. Oh, my screen is moving. Hold on one second. You getting over you have a lot of people coming in your live stream now too. She does a craft and she's faceless, so she's showing it really good. She has her technique and it's going well. My brand thing is permanently grayed out. How to and won't turn off. Your brand thing is permanently grayed out and won't turn off. The fact that you have content disclosure on, it won't turn off for your live. I think that's, yep, we had about 60 today from 120 to 215. 115 to 215. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hello, how you doing, E-Nurse? The chat is not chatting unless it's our people usually. Oh, you're gonna have to work on some techniques to get people engaging. So Patricia, how you doing, friend? So if it's grayed out, uh meaning that it's always turned on. That's what you're telling me. Your content disclosure is turned on, it's not turned off, and you can't turn it off if you wanted to. I think that's what you're saying. You said that the content disclosure is off for teach ones, but brand is always on. I don't understand what that means. What's teach ones? I don't understand what you meant for that. You said it's off for teach ones. I don't know what you mean for that. So it's something you're doing, like you're teaching something, but you're always teaching. So yeah, I'm not sure what you meant. Teaching ones. As if that, I don't know, Fred. What does that mean? Is that a term? Is that something you're doing? You're teaching ones? Is there somewhere I need to find that? Let's see. Let me know if you want to come up. I'm happy to have you chat with us. So really quickly, I'm going to show you content disclosure. So if you go into settings, let me turn this off. So if you go into settings here, and you're going to scroll down, and I guess let me know, Moonflower, if this is what you're seeing. So when you get to the bottom, you see content disclosure. You turn that on. I'm not sure if it's okay. I'll come up. Okay, perfect. So I'm assuming this is turned on, and those boxes are popping up, and own brand is checked. And then you save that. So essentially, you're turning this on if you're representing your own brand. If you're selling something or promoting something, you want to turn this on as well. Now you're saying these are permanently grayed out, but they're on, meaning that they are here checked in blue, but it's grayed. So you can't see it. I mean, you can't move it. Yes. Okay. Why does it do that? Why does it do that? I don't know the answer to that because it used to do that for the shop side. Are you a business account? Because that might be why it does it. I wonder if you're like if you did a shoppable live. No, personal. I really don't know the answer. Is it your board? You have a board up? That's why. The boards. The boards are marketing. So you're promoting something. So when you turn the board on, it should turn on automatically. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But that's probably what it is your board is turned on, so it automatically defaults to your content disclosure because you're branding, you're marketing something, and that's what your board. Oh yes, I do. I just used to say what we're doing. Yeah, so now you have the board on. So yeah, so it's your board. Your board automatically cuts it on, which it should do. Although my board did not, but I think because I'm using the AI boards now, I think that makes it a little different. But yeah, so it should turn it on automatically. Um, but let me know if you still want to come up. So it's up to you if you got that. But that's why it's cutting on for the board because of the board. So turn on your content disclosure, guys. Put a board up. Okay, question was answered. Nope, I'm good. All right, AI board. So my live, let me show you something. My live, my room now has this AI board, and I think that is why I don't see the content disclosure turned on anymore because it's like picking up the AI messaging as opposed to the traditional TikTok boards that are there. Um, Let me show you guys real quick. So boards are something you want to turn on. It's marketing. And again, if you're new in my room, go ahead and put new in the chat. I'm talking to anybody new and returning, but I want to make sure our new people are making themselves known, asking questions. Feel free to ask me questions. Mrs. Tammy Johnson, how you doing? Flawless. How are you, friend? Lady G, thank you for that daily heart me. Appreciate you. Specific Sunrise Stationery. Thank you so much, friends. Making sure you guys are here connecting with other folks. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer questions. All right. Hello. How you doing? Is it Audidity? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's see. So if I go here, this is my main page. I'm just going to show you the AI boards real quick. So for me, boards are here. What it does is shows these boards. These are the AI boards. So for that reason, it'll have different boards that are in here that I can use. And when I'm in my live, I'm not going to cut it on because I'm already live. But when I'm in my live, there are boards in there that actually have my messaging on there. So I think that's the difference. So if I'm on my other account, you saw how that board popped up. When I'm on my other account And if I try to go live there, first of all, boards are still in the settings area. And if I click board, I don't get that pop up. You saw how that area popped up and it had AI boards? It doesn't show that. So it's a feature I think I'm getting because I go live so frequently and it's learned what I'm saying and what I talk about in my live. I'm sure it's going to roll out to other people, but it is something I've seen for about the last month. So I think that's the difference. Miss Tammy said going live a time session. So is going live a time session when you first start? Um, no, not really. I don't think I think of it that way. Um, you go live. You do have to do 3 lives to get all the features. Hey, Mimi, to get all the features and 3 separate days. So 1 live on one day, 24 hours later, do the second live, 24 hours later, do the third live. And in those lives, you have to do a total of 30 minutes. Those first 3, and it unlocks some features like pinning comments. There's some other things that you get along the way. Um, so for that reason, I tell people, you don't necessarily have to do all 30 minutes in the first live. You could spread it out if you choose to, especially if you're nervous, scared, afraid, that type of stuff. And you might say, okay, the first live I'm gonna do 10 minutes, second live 10 minutes, third live 10 minutes. And that's really easy. And you have the ability to see the timer. My hands are flipped around. You have the ability to see the timer. If you click this little house, there's a little house when you go live, or if you swipe from right to left, there's a timer that you can see. And so that's always running. So right now, if I look, I've been going live 41 minutes. So you can see how long you've been going live, but there's not necessarily a countdown. Aside from when you first start, you see 3, 2, 1, and that's it, and then you're live. But yeah, beyond that, it's up to you. I usually tell people in those first 3 lives, maybe the first live you do 10, 15 minutes, the second live you do 20 minutes, third live you do 30 minutes. And so you're getting used to going a little longer. And I would recommend that you try to go live on average on the very minimum 30 minutes, and then try to push it to an hour, maybe 90 minutes, then 2 hours, 2.5, then 3 hours. So you can decide how long you want to stay, but it's important that you are getting the algorithm used to you showing up, saying your message, and staying a little longer for your audience. You said, I'm just scared to go live. Pacific Sunset Stationery. What are you scared about, friend? You got a topic. So are you going to be talking about stationery? Just do it scared. Do it scared. What are the do it scared stickers? Um, Aesthetic stationery missionary bundles, mystery bundles. I love that. Yeah. Go live and show your stationery. Absolutely, friend. Do you create it? Excellent. You're welcome, Miss Tammy. Do you create it yourself, or are you like just a seller distributor type person? So yes, do it scared. Intabella, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming on in. Christine, thank you so much for being here as well. All right, friends, let me know if there's other questions. Let's talk about the nerves. Oh, you're a seller. So you sell it, you don't create it. So D Williams, thank you so much for being here. You don't create it. Thank you for that. I love you so much. I have 2 different, hey, Coach Rhonda, I have 2 different businesses that I want to work. How do I do that? Are the businesses, what are the businesses? Maybe that's the question. What are the businesses? Are they similar, or is it 2 different topics? You can do 2 things. You can share multiple things in your live stream. You can talk about different things. I say just make sure you're talking to like the same audience. So maybe that's what I would say. Um, I'm getting my first shipment in 2 weeks. Okay. Okay. Travel and jewelry. Oh, 2 different audience. I would do 2 different pages, 2 different accounts, to be honest with you. Yeah, I would do, and these are both your products. Like the travel is one page. I mean, one thing that you do when you do travel, I'm assuming a travel agent of some sort. And then the jewelry is where you're selling jewelry. So, yeah, you make the jewelry. So, independent consultant. Okay. Um, for the travel too, or for the jewelry? I need to get past my fear. Yes, Christine, get past the fear. We have a lot of people in the room that have been nervous, afraid, shy, both for both businesses. Gotcha. Um, here, I think there are two. You said me too. Hey, friends. Hey, how are you guys doing? Come on in. Everybody, come on in. Just come on in. Grab a seat. So, we're going to talk about some rules of engagement because I want you guys to ask questions, but you also have to engage. So, that's partially what you're going to do. Hi there. Um, I would tell you to have two different pages. I think I still lean towards two different pages because it seems like there's two different audiences you're trying to reach in your conversation. So to me, it's always about who you're talking to. You can't be talking to everybody because not everybody wants to hear about the jewelry and not everybody wants to hear about the travel. So you got to be mindful of who you're trying to discuss, your products and services to. And so I would have two different accounts for that reason. Sometimes we try to do it in one, and it would be hard though, because I mean, again, when you're talking about jewelry and products and stuff like that, also on TikTok, you probably want to be a business. You said an independent consultant though. Is that like for like paparazzi or some of those type of sellers? You got to be careful with that too. I would definitely say look at other people who are doing it and seeing how they're doing it too. Because sometimes TikTok will give you a restriction about promoting, so you want to turn on the content disclosure and the audience control because people are you can't be under 18 buying stuff. So good evening, good evening. I sweat through my lives. Thank goodness I'm not on camera. Do you really? How are you sweating through the lives? Look. That's the newness. It gets easier. You'll be fine in probably in a matter of a week or two. You'll be fine. You said, what is your background? It's a light. And it's just shining on my little fake plant here. And then that's my artwork there. So I'll show the light in a second, Christine. But yeah, that's my sunset lamp. Yes, so that's the sunset lamp, friend. Yes. So you said it is paparazzi. Okay, gotcha. So I would somebody in here before, I think it was Coach Jessie. She's a consultant and she's familiar with it. And she was saying you had to be careful about you doing it here on TikTok. I'm not sure all the rules, but I think that was you definitely have to be careful. So I'll let everyone know that I'm new to live. So bear with me because I'm nervous, right? In my live. Yeah, that's fine. You can say I'm new. This is my first live. You can definitely do that. Let people know that you're learning as they learn. Yeah, I love that. So, I would do two different pages for you, friend. Hey, Dee Dee, how are you, friend? Hey, Lisa, how are you as well? Welcome, everybody. Others coming in the room. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. Let me talk about rules of engagement and then we'll shift a little bit. And Moonflower, follow me on this journey a little bit, okay? Because you got a room, your room is starting to grow. You do want to tell people to engage so that they can start helping with the room, but understanding that that engagement is important because even though your room will have people, TikTok is pushing people in your room because of what you're doing, there's interest. You want to get to the point where they are actively engaging enough so that TikTok sees that as positive interaction. Because if people aren't tapping your live, they're not commenting, there's no real engagement, you might start seeing things kind of slow down, okay? So that you don't have those high numbers because people are not showing interest in the room, okay? I'm asking them to explain fan club and told them about new stickers. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's good. You want to keep, you're going to have to come up, yeah, so that's great. You want to come up with a daily intro and you might share it throughout the live and say different things to kind of spark some more engagement. I would like to co-host and would like to co-host. I would like to co-host. Who would like to co-host? Um, how you doing, Cleopatra? Um, when you're co-hosting, you have to be live first, so you got to figure out your co-hosting. So definitely go into the group chat if you want to find somebody in the agency. You have to be on your agency account though. Thank you all for being here. The agency account was the one with 56. I'm pretty sure of that. So good. How you doing, Diamond? Thank you so much. Others in the room. So here, really quickly, let's talk about engagement because I want you guys to make sure you're getting engagement going. Part of it is making sure you know as viewers that your engagement. How you doing, Horatio? Is important to the live stream. So you want to make sure you are liking a live. Liking a live is where we have 61K likes right now. It's as simple as tapping the screen. It's as simple as doing that. And so if you're new to the live and you've never fully engaged, those likes matter. I'm good. How long will I be sure to, you said, will I be such a mix up? Wow. That's okay. That's okay, friend. Okay, so I'm in my live. And then if I'm tapping my screen, you see those hearts coming up. And then what's going to happen is the heart's going to pop up there by my name. And so those who are new, that's important because that's support for the room. That's free support. I need to sell knitters on tapper since it is a, you said a two-hand hobby. Okay, gotcha. So a two-handed hobby, I gotcha. How long will it be in the gray? Until you click the daily heart me. They don't want me in the gray. So you got to click that and have coins in your account so that you can send the heart me. I think that's what you're asking, Cleopatra. So Tapper is here. Once you get shop Moonflower, you you could put a tapper in your shop. Okay, put a tapper in your shop. This is he said. Hey, look here, y'all. This is part of my rules. Y'all gotta like the live. So grab your tapper. So you have I'm going to. So it's in there, and then tell the ones that can to follow to grab the daily heart me because that's an instant follow to the live host. So your numbers are growing. So you want to make sure you're encouraging people to make sure that they are following the live host and connecting with you so that obviously the heart me is a great way to do it, but if they just go here and do it. So some of that stuff, thank you for the follow, Jess. Some of that stuff you might have to kind of set the tone. Are you doing like a little engagement early on before you start knitting? Are you saying, hey guys, let's see if we can get to 10K by 10 minutes? Are you doing that type of thing too? Yep, today's I got 7 new follows. There we go. I love that. Um, so just know, thank you so much, Fran. I appreciate it. So just know that that's a big one. So you want to make sure that they are connecting there and you do that engagement early on. And you might do a little slight intermission. So you got to figure out times that you can kind of get that room going and activate it again. Why not so much intro? As for likes and stuff, it makes me uncomfy still. You're going to get there. You're gonna get comfortable with it. So, I tell you guys all the time, at the end of the day, as a live host, here's our responsibility. Our responsibility is to educate, entertain, and inspire. Okay, that's what we're doing. Hopefully we're doing all three, but you want to make sure you're doing that. And we have to engage as much as we're asking our viewers to engage. So we're engaging the room and we're sharing information. You got to educate because once you start paying attention to your room, you're going to see how many people have blue boxes, how many people have your fan club badge. My fan club badge is named Lisa. The blue box next to your name is your engagement for every room you go to. So that's for my new people who didn't know that. And if you don't have a blue box, and if you don't have a Lisa, that means that you're still growing, you're new, you're trying to figure things out, but at the same time, you better figure it out quickly because people can tell. TikTok is telling on you, okay? So we will know as live hosts. So what you're gonna do, Moonflower, is see that who's in your room, how they're engaging, how they're supporting, and you want to increase that, okay? You do want to increase that over time. The other thing is as viewers, so that's the live host responsibility. As viewers, your responsibility is to engage as well. Again, we say it all the time. We put a sticker for it that says, "This ain't TV." So if you treat it like TV as a live host, then your viewers are going to treat it like TV. they're gonna say, "Oh, well, I can just sit here and do nothing." Thank you, Cleopatra. Thank you for that daily heart, me friend. So you want to make sure you don't treat it like TV either. So you got to tell them, hey guys, we got some rules of engagement. We got some things we need to do as part of our housekeeping. So I want you guys to have the most from this experience, but We also need to make sure we keep TikTok happy because that's what this is. This is their app. So we want to make sure that we keep the room rooming and people coming in. Yep, I wrote down questions to ask to get them engaging, but no one answered them. They'll get to the point that they answer. Um, oh, looks like stickers lost the ability to edit. Looks like stickers lost the ability to edit. Um, Edit the stickers. Oh, when you go into the stickers here, let me see. No, not mine. I can edit. I'm gonna put the word. It said welcome. I'm changing it to hello, everyone. Yeah, that sticker. I just edited it. Um, yeah, this is all great. Glad I found this. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, friend. Um, yeah. So yeah. Wait, we have stickers too. Yes. I told you to look at that the wand. Moonflower, you go. Moonflower gonna make us have a pop quiz, y'all. We ain't had a pop quiz in a minute. Yes, these are called stickers. Those are called stickers. Laugh out loud learning. Yes. We have not had a pop quiz in a minute. It's time for us to have a pop quiz. Moonflower, you got one more time. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. She's new, y'all. She's new. She's new. So yes, so in the wand, there is it's the little magic wand. There is the effects, there's the sound effects, there's stickers, the board, you can turn on and off. That's what this is. You have voice effects. The voice effects is funny, y'all. I don't do it often, but I'm gonna do it for y'all. So this is my new voice, just for y'all. I hope y'all like my voice. I'll use this for a little bit, okay? Um, so so you can change your voice. So all that can be done. So you can, and there's like 10 different voices you can change it to. You said, OMG, y'all had no idea this was in here. You said to start with 30 minutes. Wait a minute, let me change my voice. Would it be okay to show products but not sell doing it? Let me change my voice real quick. I need you to use that. I hate my voice, really. So, and then there's this voice. I can change to this voice if I choose to. This is called C3PO. Oh, this is the Stormtroopers. The Stormtroopers have a voice? Who knew? I had no idea that was in there. And then the robotic voice, the robot. Do I sound like a robot? See, I hear myself. Y'all hear something different. Anyway, I'm gonna stop doing this, but these are the voices, okay? So just know that's in there. He said, he said, oh my stars. That's what I told you guys. When you guys are new, play with the effects. Go in that little wand. Play around. You guys can see what's there. It's okay. Go late at night, even if you don't want to do your live. Hello, Leanne. Yeah, I was like, what did I walk into? Yes, I love all of that. Yeah, play with it, guys. So that way you can see what's in there. Even if he said, I'll break something. I just, no, you will not break anything. So yeah, play with the effects. You should be fine. Um, Pacific Sun, unless, hold on one second. Sunset. You said your question. I just want to make sure I go back to it in my regular voice. Hold on one second. You said to start with 30 minutes. Would it be okay to show products but not sell during it? And you said you're a business account too. You got to turn on your content disclosure and audience control. Always turn that on. Because you're a business, are you a shop? Do you have a TikTok shop page? Let me know if you have a shop also, and you're a seller. Are you a TikTok shop seller account? Let me know if that's the case. You have to be careful if you're not, and you don't want to get a restriction for redirecting people off the platform. So you have to be careful about what you say and do if you don't have a shop or a showcase. But yes, I will have a shop. Okay, so you probably need to be careful about what you show until your shop is up and running. That's what I would tell you. So yeah, you could show some of the products, but just be careful. And Leanne, Pacific Sunrise, she says she's going to be doing. I thought about you, Leanne. Stationery. I think there's like a stationery business as well. So I thought about you because I think that was your previous work that you did. So definitely connect with Leanne. She might be somebody to talk to anyway in terms of what you're doing in your live stream. But be careful about how you're showing products because TikTok will say that you are that you're pushing people off the platform if you're showing things that are looking like you're trying to sell. Okay, so be careful with that. But yeah, thank you all for connecting with one another. That is it. I see you guys connecting. That's exactly how you do it. Say hello. How you doing? Welcome, new friend. Be careful with the connected because that may sound like grow room like. So you just be careful with that type of language. Um, so okay. Um, yes, my business account is my stationery brand. Okay, there we go. Do you ever go live on that? You don't? Do you go live on that? And what do you do when you do? Do you show your products? Self healing. Welcome to the room. I appreciate you connecting with me. Thank you so much. Hey, Halaku, how are you, friend? Um, so back to the whole thought of engagement. So as you guys come into live, and this is what you guys are going to tell me, never fails. And this is kind of what Moonflower is saying. People don't engage. People don't engage. They're not talking. They're not interacting. People from the agency do it, but other people don't. What I will tell you is first of all, it takes time, but you also have to encourage and direct your community on how to engage. And so the people in here connecting with each other, saying hello, that's important. That's engagement. You need your chat to move like that. Um, I have I have down it a few times. Oh, you have done it a few times. I got R's for the first few times. So there we go. Pitching people off the platform type stuff. Yeah. So yeah, definitely be careful when you're doing that. I would just say make sure your shop is open. If you're gonna do it, you're almost doing it like a shoppable live where you're putting products in your showcase from your shop and you're showing those products and talking about them and stuff. I would do that's the way you're supposed to do it. You're just not supposed to have if if you want to be a creator, then you have a creator account. TikTok expects for you to sell your products. Okay? So you're really the expectation is that you have a shop, you have products in the shop, you pin the products in the shopping cart. I mean, you put them in the shopping cart, um, and you pin them on the screen, and you're talking about them and showing them. That's what you're supposed to be doing as a business account. So if anything else around that could be a little, you got to be a little careful. You got to tread lightly. Yes, I tell Chad. Hey, type here if you are still here. I like that. Teacher brain, yeah. You're gonna come up with something, Moonflower. You're gonna come up with something. You know how I say my new people put new in the chat if you're new. And actually we got some new friends in the room. So if you're new, put new in the chat. Let's get to know you. Let's connect. He said, here, look at your friend. Thank you for that advice. You're welcome. Yes, pushing people off the platform. I was directing people to my seller shop and got ours. Yep, because they really want you to put products in that shopping cart and pin those products and talk about them that way. Because you're supposed to be selling your products in the like as if you're a TikTok shop account, which you are. You're the seller side, so you're selling it that way. That's the way you're supposed to do it. So when you're directing them to your showcase and you're telling them other places, they're like, put it in the shopping cart. Do it that way. I've seen others using boards with emojis for engagement. Yes. So the little engagement board, there's usually a board over here, and then you have this board. Yeah, so that's great to point people to that. And some people read and do it. A lot of people don't read. They just don't read. Trying to figure out who's watching me if they aren't engaging with Nick comments. Yeah. Um, it's gonna get easier. It's gonna get easier as you do it. You're gonna get your mods. You're gonna get them going. The mods gonna be in the chat telling people to engage. You'll probably get some traction that way. Hey, thank you so much, Coach Jesse, for the populars. Appreciate it, friend. Um, you'll get things going. I receive collab messages. Is that something that's recommended to do? Yes, if you're interested in the products they want you to collab with. Usually those collab invites are telling you to get a free sample or refundable sample for you to promote their product, maybe on, as a shoppable video or shoppable live, and they want to promote their product, so we'll send you a free sample. However, they always they send those collab invites, but it doesn't require them to actually approve your free sample request. So a lot of it is just that they're casting a wide net and seeing who comes back from it, and some they say yes to, some they say no to. So there's no guarantee that you're gonna actually be able to collab with them. So thank you all. I see you guys connecting with each other. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Amanda, great question. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, Moonflower, you know what you're gonna want to do is just practice. You're going to practice trying to get your messaging together. You'll figure out the flow for your room, especially in the beginning. You can in the beginning you can actively tell people, hey guys, I'm going to start doing this. This is what we're going to be doing as our knitting project, but we got to get that engagement going. Let's start engaging a little bit. I want you guys to ask questions. Here's some rules. You might have that small engagement board going up too. I don't know if you have that. I'm not sure if you're using that board, but that may be something else you want. Um, she offered me to be an affiliate, and it was an actual direct message. Yeah, so yes. So affiliate meaning that you're doing TikTok shopping, you're promoting her products. Yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, so that's totally fine. You want to ask if they're giving free samples and what's the expectation for you to promote it, you know, during a live. Sometimes they have rules for their free samples, like maybe you have to show the product at least once for 30 minutes. Sometimes it's like just 5-10 minutes. How do you handle following people? I see a lot of sellers with low follow numbers. Yeah, typically you're following um, the following number. People are being very protective of that because the most you can follow is 10,000 people. So that can go pretty quickly. And that's the most you can follow from a following perspective. Followers is sky's the limit, but that 10,000 is pretty protective, and especially you want to keep it low. We talked about this earlier. Maybe like a third of who you're following are your followers. In the beginning, that number may be a little higher. Like so, for right now, I'm looking at your account. You got yours at 35K, and your followers at 1,400. I mean, sorry, 3,500 to 1,400. Um, I would, I probably wouldn't let it go no more than 3,500. Probably no more than 4,000, maybe if you're going to add a few more people. But at the end of the day, you want to really work on your followers and bringing that number up. And so now that could be a little bit of your strategy where you follow a few, but then you're also purging some of the ones that are not engaging back, that are not aligned with your topic. You're a seller account, so you might want to follow a little bit more just because you're trying to reach new customers. So that may be your strategy too. How do you handle the following people? I see. Okay, so I read that one. Let's see. Hey Shane, how are you? I'm just curious, what kind of content do you post or create? Me personally, I talk about going live, but what? It depends on what your niche is. If you were asking, just in general. Okay, thanks. That makes sense. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let me know what you meant by that. Let's go back to engagement. You said, should I set up an account or create a business account to put my link in my bio? Um, should you set up an account as creator or business to put your link in bio? It could be either or. I personally lean on, I like the creator side better. You gotta be careful with your link in bio too. But I like the creator side better because it just offers more flexibility in terms of other programs you can get if you're trying to aspire and grow to get into TikTok Shop for Creator, or the that's the affiliate program, or Creator Rewards program. So it just depends on what you're trying to do over time. The music is better for the creator side. It allows you to be more creative with what you're saying and doing too. So I would definitely encourage you. I probably would stick to creator at first until you grow enough to be able to. Let's see. I missed it. I'm trying to get back to you and see if you have enough followers. Let's see. Oh no, you're 74. So yeah, until you get a clickable link in the bio, you got a little while. You have to get to 1,000, so you have a little bit of time. But I would probably stick to creator at first. So yeah. All right, thank you. Oh, you guys have some great questions. I appreciate it. Hello, everyone. That was a question for everyone. Oh, okay. Yeah. So different people read people's bios. Shane, the bios will give you an insight into what they're posting. Typically, your bio should. If you don't have words in your bio, definitely put some words in your bio so that it speaks to what type of content you're posting, like those keywords, and what type of niche you're focused on. TT mentioned me that they are promoting my videos for free. I hope that's good. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. I think that's good. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. I post financial content and faith-based content. Okay, awesome. You want to make sure your bio reflects that. So, financial coach, pastor, speaker, youth mentor, entrepreneur. You have a lot in there, friend. So yes. So, but that's all good. I would I would try. Yeah, I would probably try to make it not too broad because you don't want to confuse the algorithm, but that's okay to start. That is totally okay to start. So post the content, post the content in the niche that you want to focus on, if it's financial or spiritual awareness and growth, that type of stuff. So motivational content. So yeah. All right, friends, we went in a different direction. So I want to talk about engagement really quickly because I don't want you guys to miss how to properly engage. We got to make sure we're engaging all the time. If you guys are coming into a live, you want to make sure you're supporting the live, especially my new friends coming in. So new friends, here's quick engagement tips. And then live hosts, pay attention to this because you guys are going to come back and say, hey, I don't get enough engagement. Um, and so you want to make sure you are actively asking your viewers to engage. So you guys are liking the live. So if you're not liking the live, we have 75K. Let's like the live. If you have not shared out the live, there's an arrow right here. Share the live out to support the live. All you're going to do is click that arrow. You can repost, you can add it to your story, or you can share it to individuals or to groups. Okay. There's also the ability to what's called power share. When you are holding down my glasses or nose, the screen will show where you can share the live out to other individuals. If you hold it down, you see that screen pop up. Okay. So when you hold down the middle of the screen, that screen pops up and you can share it to send it out to other people. So you want to do that as well. That helps to get more visibility on the live. It shows that the room is supporting the live stream because you guys, if you came in and grabbed your your Daily Heart Meet, you became a fan club member, and so you want to make sure you are um, is it S Marie? Is that it? S Marari? Amari? Marari? What do you want to learn about TikTok Shop? What's your question, friend? You ask me about TikTok Shop each time, and I'm like, what's the question? So are you have TikTok Shop or not? What's your question? Let me know. What is your question, friend? So you want to share out the live. You want to make sure if you are new to the live, you want to grab your Daily Heart Me as well. And that is where you become a fan club. That's where you need a coin for. Hey, Sultry Nana, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. That's where you become a fan club member. Hey, Spiritual Soul, how are you, friend? And you have to put coins on your account so that you can fully support the live. So that is the Daily Heart Me. Coins are on, if you hit the gift box down here, you can recharge that little recharge message at the bottom, or you can, thank you so much for the follow in the Daily Heart Me. Um, or you can go to the website, www.tiktok.com/symbol coin, COIN. So tiktok.com/coin, COIN. So you go there, you recharge. Okay. Hey, when you recharge and get coins in your account, I tell people not to break the bank. You want to be intentional about how you're using it, but it's important for you to engage. You want to make sure you are thinking about people supporting you. So your engagement matters for your live stream and for your content. Because what you're doing is trying to get engaged viewers for your live and for your content. So if you go live, make sure you're a supporter of other lives, but also make sure you're paying attention to how people are engaging back with you. All right. From people who come in your room and get the daily heart meet, people who go to your content engage, you want to start that support as well. You want to be very intentional about what you do so that you can start seeing more and more support on your content on your page as people see you as an engaged viewer. I tell people all the time, this is an engagement app. Thank you, Social Data, for the community gifts. I appreciate it. Hey, Keys with K, how are you, friend? Awesome, awesome, awesome. I got a chance to pop by. She was Keys with K is one of our new creators on the in the agency, and she talks about retirement planning and just making sure you understand your exit strategy for when you're about to leave your corporate job. So she's really really good about explaining that. So keep that in mind if you're at that phase in your life, you definitely want to connect with people who are going to help you in your journey. Um, Thank you so much. I appreciate you all coming back. Appreciate everybody coming into the live stream too. Let me know if you guys have questions. We're talking about really quickly engagement, so I appreciate you. Oh, no problem, Fred. Um, so just make sure you are actively engaging in a live. And again, as you're building your community, pay attention to how you're growing, okay, and what you're doing in a live. So really quickly, if you're new to my room and you have not seen the blue box, I always show the blue box because I want you guys to see your points. I teach this to you so you can then make sure you understand what those badges represent. So the Lisa badge is the daily heart me. So if you came in my room and you're new and you're trying to figure out why people have those badges actually tell on you. Okay. They tell your story. All right. They tell your story on this app. So my friend who said, okay, spiritual soul 504 is a 35er. 35 is huge. Okay? Just saying, friend, you're a 35er. Her box is a bluish purple, is almost purple. And then she's a Lisa. Now, when you get the blue box, that means that every live you've gone to on these TikTok streets, you've engaged. And she's engaged a lot. All right, so to get to 35 is a big deal because now she can fly into any room she goes to. You see her at the top of the screen. That means you're flying in. Now, you don't get that overnight. You've been actively supporting, okay? So you got to be mindful of that. Like I said, that tells a story. And when you don't have a box, that tells a story. When you have a low number box, that tells a story. So you want to be intentional about how you're growing and what you're doing. I found you from searching about how to get live access early before 1K. Hi, Jen. How are you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. You are new to this app. You gotta wait till get about 50 followers. So, and you gotta get a blue box. That's you're my first live. Really? Awesome. Well, we're just talking about the blue box, so that's important, especially if you're trying to get live access early, because you want to make sure you're showing TikTok you're engaging in lives, so that you can get live early, live access early. All right, so keep that in mind. To get coins on your account, that's going to be your next step. KB, thank you so much for being here. That's going to be your next step. You're going to go to the website, www.tiktok.com/coins, COIN. If you go to their coins website, you can put maybe $10, $20 of coins, and that's enough to start with, where you can actively engage, get daily heart me's, send a rose, get your first gifts, and that's what you would do. All right. So, and you definitely want to engage with other creators, but be intentional about how you're engaging. You don't want to spam people. You don't want to send messages like gotcha and um, um, followed and all those words. Those are some of those grow room words, and you want to be careful about how you say those because TikTok will filter some of those words. Thank you all for the follows. Those who are coming in, I appreciate you all. Thank you for the daily heart me. Thank you for those populars. I see you all. Happy Thursday, KB. Appreciate you as well. Moonflower, thank you for the what's the name of that? Your awesomes. Did you get the flash goal? I did get the flash goal. I sure did. It was, I can't remember. I think it was roses. Thank you. Very informative. I'm still learning. That's okay. Keep learning, friend. That's what I'm here for. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting. Okay, so let's go back. So as you're coming into a live, pay attention to the blue boxes. Here's what I want you guys to do really quickly. Put the word hi in the chat. Everybody who's here, and whether you're old, returners or new folks, I want you to put the word hi in, because then I want you to click your photo. And this is my little exercise to have you guys check your engagement numbers, your blue box. Okay, I want you to check your blue box. If you're not checking your blue box on a regular basis, then you want to be intentional about how you're growing and how you are supporting lives and how you are thinking intentionally and strategically about your strategy to grow even further. Okay, so where you put hi at, I want you to click your photo. Your mini profile is going to pop up. Hey, Rich, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Your photo's gonna show up. Then I want you to hit your LV number box, whether it's number 13, whether it's number 17, number 24, number 15, number 16, whatever that number is, click that. A blue screen's gonna pop up. That's how you see your blue box. That's how you see your information about your engagement. Okay. So TikTok, hey friend, hey. So TikTok has a whole method for us. This is an engagement app. That's why I tell you guys that all the time. So if you look at that number, it tells you what level of engager you are. It has the points you've collected already. Has a forward slash symbol. The points you need, the total amount of points you need for the next level. Then underneath that, it says, here's what you need to do to level up, how many points you need to level up. How do you get points? It's from gifting, it's from supporting the live goal up here, it's from supporting the gift gallery, it's from sending roses, sending populars, all those. Thank you, Moonflower. Look at you, friend. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that. Um, you said my son's woohoo is here. Awesome, awesome, Sultry Dad. I see you, friend. That's awesome. So it's that engagement, and when you're close to leveling up and getting to the next level, that's important, okay? Because you're then able to see that you're close by, or you might be a person who's strategic about it. It's like, oh, I need some points, and I know I'm going to go to like 3 more lives, so I'm going to engage over there. I'm going to get my daily heart me. I'm going to do my roses and my populars, and maybe I'll send a gift of a certain amount or whatever. I'm going to do that, and I might do that for the next 3, and by the end of the night, I level up. Or maybe you look at the number and you're like, wait a minute, I ain't gonna level up for a whole nother week or a month or whatever the case may be. So you're being intentional. Look at your level 14 in the room. Awesome. Thank you so much, friend. Let me celebrate you, Moonflower. I'll put that up because I have the sticker up here. Let's see. Oh, it went away. Be nice. TikTok. There we go. So yeah. So thank you so much, friend. Thank you for the club victory. I appreciate you, friend. So as you are actively engaging, you're paying attention. Your engagement is intentional. And here's a pro tip. As a live host, thank you so much. Look at you for the cheer. Appreciate you. As a live host, you also need to pay attention to your blue box. I'm just gonna say that. All right, because your viewers are looking at you as an example of what you want them to do, what they should be doing. So you want to make sure that you're also a supporter. Now, when it comes to getting rewards, now I'm getting really pro tips. So this is advanced. So my newbies, y'all can cover your ears for a second. Don't even worry about what I'm about to say to y'all, because this is something where as you start to do this, you'll see what I'm talking about. Hi everyone. Let's engage. Look at you. Hey friend, thank you so much. Connect with other people. Make sure you're doing it in an appropriate way. Don't spam. You said by live chatting in other people's room is where I get supporters who share and chat with me. Yes, yes. That's important because you're bringing them to your live. That's important. Um, your people, though, like I said, you got a nice audience of people who are interested in knitting and interested in your craft, your training, your education. So you're gonna have to educate them on how to engage. I will say somebody who had to get there, and I don't, I know this is still new, so you guys have to realize this. It takes a little time for you to kind of get your own rhythm and own process for your room. I always kind of point to Flourish because Flourish and I had a standing meeting. We have a standing meeting almost a standing meeting, and she meets with me every month like clockwork. And she was saying early on, she was like, my people, the gardening community, the houseplant people, they don't engage. They ask questions about the plant, and that's it. That's all they want to do, Doc. And now she's gotten to the point of how they are actively engaging. I always miss her lives. Get to her live. Get to her live. You'll see her process. And what I want you to do is take notes, because her community was like your community. We all start off with, oh, people don't want to engage. People don't want to learn. People don't want to. They do it. They do it over time, but it requires you to share it, reiterate it, continue to communicate with them. Doctor, there was no one in my room. I almost cried. That's okay, friend. It's gonna get better. Mother Sunday Rising, Moonshot, Siren, Jim, Texas. You got all that stuff in there. Thank you so much for being here. It gets better. Was that your first live? Let us know if that was the first one. It gets better. I know in the beginning we want to have people in there in a room. And thank you, Jenny. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Actually, let me say this, y'all, and I say this all the time. It's better when there's nobody in the room. I think we want to rush the process, and in the beginning, we need to practice. We need to take the deep breath. We need to figure out where all the different features are. We need to play around with things. We need to understand our messages. We need to figure out how to get people to engage. We're asking questions, getting them to connect back. Child, when there's no one in the room, I just sing. I love that. So don't cry about it. Just be like, whew, ain't nobody here right now. Let me play around with these effects. let me see what's in the effects area. Let me learn what's over here. Let me figure out what this heart me is all about. Why does that say that? And if you click it, there's a question mark. Let me figure out what's this top viewer over here. When you click the number of the people in the room, there's a question mark there. Let me read that. There's a lot here. I'm going to tell you that right now. So if you have not poked around and touched some of the stuff here, you're doing yourself a disservice in those first 3 lives. I would say absolutely that's what you should be doing, because there's so much information in here. You could be reading, you could be playing with. So don't cry about it. Just be like, hey guys, I'm gonna be here. And I just talk. It's like me talking to myself. Okay, now I'm gonna hit this next effect. Let me see what this effect look like. Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay, look at that. I don't know if I like that one. Oh yeah. That's how I did for that first live. I was just talking and welcoming people in the room. Wasn't many that came through, so it wasn't like it was a big influx. So I was just talking randomly to people and still playing with the effects. And that's okay. That's okay. So take the time in those first 3 lives just to use that as your practice time. Really understand what's here, what are some things you can do. And then over time, you're going to think about strategies. And so that's what I was just talking about, because I forgot what I was going to say. I was saying, let me tell y'all something. I was like, advanced people. Oh, I was going to talk about the blue box and engagement. People watch from the outside. They do watch from the outside. They do. People are always watching you. They do. Yeah. You said from the ins and outside. That's true. They do. People are watching you. But it's okay, and the newness of it, there's some people who saw me, there's some who didn't. You said, what's the blue box? Rich the barber. How you doing, friend? It's the blue box next to your name, number 8. I want you to do me a favor. Where you put that question at, click your photo, and then click your level 8 box. You'll see a blue screen that pops up, and it tells us how many points you've engaged, how many points you've earned or gained so far. Has a / symbol that tells you the points that you need to get to level 9. And then underneath that is a scroll message that tells you the experience points you want to gain. I say that because TikTok, we're paying attention. You're paying attention to people who are as a live host, you're paying attention to the people who are coming to your room. And if you don't see blue boxes, if you don't see people who are engaging, and you have a lot of people that don't have that, then you know what type of room you have. You have a beginner room. You have a room full of people who are not engaging a lot. And you actually have to spend a little bit more time helping them. Okay? I feel rushed. I got to remember to take breath and move through a checklist. Yes, absolutely. Jacqueline, thank you for the follow. I see you, friend. Voyeurs, yeah, you get a lot of lurkers. Yep, yep. There's a lot of that going on this app. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you all coming in, following the live host. That is important. You want to grow, you want to build. Um, you said yes, ma'am. Okay, I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, what I was saying, Rich. Here's part two to that conversation. So now that you know, what you gonna do about it? That's the question. So once you know how many points you need, and I tell people to check that often, like almost every live you go to, you should be looking at that, because that tells you strategically how you're going to engage. You don't have to break the bank. You just have to be, strategic about how you're doing things. So if you have the opportunity to level up, think about how you want to do it. So you might say, oh, I'll do it in this live, or I'll do it in the next 3 lives, or I'll do it next week. But you know how many points you need to get to that. Okay? So I want you guys to be intentional about doing that. Lurkers that keep coming back sometimes get comfortable and start engaging. They do. Thank you, Monica. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it, friend. That's so true, Leanne, because it takes people, and let me say this from a digital marketing perspective, and you guys will probably see it even from a engagement perspective. Hey, Doc, how you doing, Charmaine? I got a new wireless tapper. I see you before you say yapper. You said I lurked a few times. There you go, Glow. How you doing, friend? But that's so my friends, really quickly, my friends who are selling digital products or selling anything, physical or digital, it doesn't matter. You do your live, you do your pitch, you're like thinking through the process, and you're like, why aren't the people getting what I want? You said lurking, you're lurking. Why aren't they getting my products? Because it takes people 7 to 12 times before they make a decision. All right? It takes them a minute. You may not get them on the first pitch. You may not get them on the second one, or the third one, or the fourth one, or the fifth one. It may come the seventh, sixth, or seventh, eighth, ninth. It's going to take them a minute because they're taking it all in. Oh, that's a long. It is, but that's how it works. You'll get a few early on because some people are spontaneous. They're compulsive. They'll do something like, oh, she told me to do it right now. So you get those people, but you do get people who are kind of taking it all in. And I tell you guys all the time, your audience is a reflection of you. So if you know you're a person that likes to kind of get a lay of the land and kind of get a sense of what's happening here, and you need to figure things out for a minute, you want to ask questions, you got to know a little bit more. If you're that person, what do you think your audience is? They the same. I'm just telling y'all the same. So take that in, and I don't want you guys to be discouraged about this process because that's how it is. You said they lurk, but then I see people check my beacon. Yeah, people will do that. People will do that. Absolutely, they'll go and look and do that investigation themselves. Absolutely. Wow. So keep that in mind. I don't want you guys to sit back and all of a sudden you're like, oh, no one knows. Nobody wants my stuff. I'm gone. I'm not coming back. I'm gonna stop going live. Oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. You gave up too soon. You gave up before your breakthrough. You gave up and didn't even give yourself a chance. You gave up and didn't give your viewers a chance to come back. So just keep that in mind. That's how a lot of us will give up. We're impatient. We can't sit in the uncomfortableness. You gotta be patient. You said I'm new. You said glad the algorithm served your life. How long did it take for you to see engagement? Um, hey Tammy, how are you, friend? Hello. I talk to myself all the time. Now I can do it on live. There we go, friend. It took a minute. It didn't take. It, well, it took long enough because I'm kind of impatient too. Somebody asked me the question the other day and said, "What would I told myself starting this process?" And I said, "Be patient. Like, be patient. Keep the patience going. Don't expect too much." Because I was uneasy. It was nerve wracking in the beginning. So the beginning for me, it took me posting a lot and going live, and then I started to see more people. There we go, friend. There we go. That's it. It comes with time. Be patient. That's good. Yeah. It comes with time. So in the beginning, my first live, and so my first live was me going live across over the new year, as a New Year's resolution almost. So started on January 1st last year. And before that, I had done those first three lives. So you figure I already had gotten full live access. So I don't count those lives because I had nobody engaging in those lives. So those were three lives that were just empty. So when I did my New Year's resolution live, and I think the post is there. I shouldn't say I think, I know it is. If you go way down deep in my content, when I decided to go live, I posted about it. I said, I'm going live. I think there was somebody who said she was too scared and nervous to go live. I said, go with me. I'm going to go live. We're going to do it together. New Year's resolution. I'm going to go live every day in January. And it was like, I made a post about it, like declaration. And what happened was there was a few people from my page that came with me, that came to my live, because I posted it. I put it out there. And so they came to my live and they engaged. So when I said I made 7 cents, they came in and got their daily harmony. Thank you, Silver Fox. Appreciate you. They came in, got their daily harmony, sent a few roses. So I had a few people that came into my live. And then I was just chatting with them and I was like, yeah, I'm doing this 30-day challenge. I said I'm gonna go live every day, y'all. This is day one. Poke around here. Here's what I learned. Here's what you need to do to go live. And I was just sharing my experience. Feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Yes. Yep. Yep. And so really that had, started something because the next day somebody else came back. And I think I did a recap video each day. I think I did. I have to go back and look. I know those first three lives I did some recap stuff. But yeah, so I just kept doing that and just kept going live with it. And there was a few people who would come and sit with me because I came live the same day. I mean the same time each day, and I just made it kind of my thing. And new people will start coming in, and so by the end of the week, I started off with like 2 or 3 people, maybe 4 people, come into my live earlier in the week. Then it got to like 7 to 8 people. And then by the second week, I was on average about 12 to 15. So it started to grow over the course. And then by the end of the month, there was a couple of things that happened, but by the end of the month, I had like hundreds in a room. So it was like really a lot of people because of the shutdown where the app went dark. I think Hillman Talk brought people to my room too. So it was just a lot of traffic during that time. Douglas, I was wondering if I could bring family member. Do they pay full price for the room? You're saying that are they sharing a room with you? Are you having a roommate, or you're saying they're trying to get their own room? Um, let me talk. Let me talk to the short stuff because I think the room blockers are a limited number of rooms for people who registered. So I think it's people in the agency would be able to get their own room. Now, obviously, if you get in a room, somebody coming with you and you're sharing it, that's different. But I think it has to be people in the room block that is part of the agency. So I think that's how it goes. But let me confirm that with her. Right now, TikTok is paying for posts about going live. Yeah, that's the live incentive program. Yep, that's what that's called, the live incentive program. So yeah, so let me know, Miss Darlene, if that answered your question. I think we're on the same. I think that's the question you're asking me. Um, so yeah, so let's see. Thank you for sharing this. I'm trying to plan before going live. It is overwhelming. Don't overthink it, friend. Jacqueline, don't overthink it. She's sharing a room. We're sharing a room. Okay, yeah, yeah, you're fine. You just do one room and you just add that person, 2 people in a room, queen, two queen beds if you want. And then, yeah, so that's it. That's totally fine. Good afternoon. I think that let me know. So if you share a room, one room, okay, and then you and her decide how y'all split it up, split the cost. So yeah, that's totally fine. Hello, everybody. Um, so thank you all for being here. You said I'm staying with you all. You said you're staying with us. Good evening. All right, Natty. I appreciate everybody coming through. So yeah, my new scare people. Here's the deal. Miss Darlene is my poster child. Miss Darlene is a good example. She was watching me. Miss Darlene, how long did you come to my live? She came to my live daily. You came to my live daily. You said write that part. Yeah, split the cost. Yeah. um, she came to my live daily. Oh gosh, I think you started coming to me in February, and she finally decided to go live. Was it? When's your first go live day? Is it May? March? May? You started coming to me in January, and when did you finally go live? March, April, maybe April. It took her a while, y'all. That's my point of saying this. It took her a while. She did not go live. And everything I'm telling y'all now, I said it for months to her, daily, twice a day. He said, I went and applied for a TikTok shop. I thought I had already had it. I'm glad you mentioned it. Oh, okay, friend. TikTok filtered a comment. Somebody's comment got filtered. So now you have TikTok shop, so you're applying for it. Awesome. Natty Nat, how you doing, friend? Thank you for that daily heart me. Miss Darlene, I'm curious now. I'm going to see what your official first go live day is. Is it March 11th? March 11th was the first live. So she started in January. She did not start going live until March 11th. That's her anniversary date. So I say that. Thank you for the daily heart me. I say that because it does take time. I don't want you guys to overthink this though. Don't overthink it. Do any of you watch lives where people co-host or craft and hang out, or just people talking? Yeah, there's people in this room. Moonflower's a crafter. She's a knitter. Um, there's multiple crocheters in the room. You said I do. Moonflower is it? Carla's crafty. Hey, friend. You said hey. She craft too. Yeah, yeah. And I went faceless for about 4 months. You sure did. You sure did, friend. She sure did, y'all. She's face forward now. She sure did. I forgot about that. I'm so used to seeing you when you go live now. I'm like, oh, ma'am. You was ever faceless? Like, what? Meaning that she didn't show her face. She still does it. It's cold right now. Obviously, she lives in Minnesota, so it's super cold. But she would take you on field trips. She would show you around Minnesota, and she would do it like for places that were free and local favorites and festive, activities and stuff. And so she would show you that during her live, and it was kind of like you were on this nice little field trip. It was really cool. And so right now she's indoors. So indoors, she was still not showing her face indoors for a while. It was funny. Weekends only do go above hand camera while teaching. Okay, okay. So now you're gonna show your face on the weekends. Gotcha. You said that's wonderful. Hey friends. Hey Coach Nan, how are you, friend? So he said I went faceless for about 4 months. Yeah. So it depends on how you want to do it, guys. I don't want you guys to overthink it. I'm still hiding too. Are you still hiding? Why are you hiding? But that's okay because I know obviously with knitting that's different. I jumped in face first. There we go. There we go. Jumped in face first. Keep doing it, friend. Hey, I'm Gabby. I make a home latte recipe and lifestyle content. Stay at home mom. Hey, Gabby. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Definitely connect with others in a room. Okay, you want to connect. We were talking about engagement. So free engagement is liking a live, sharing it out, comments, and then the engagement you need coins for. This is what I was going to tell my people. This is kind of for live hosts. As you guys are going live, check your blue box also. I'm just going to say this because your viewers want to see you as an engager as well. Does that make sense? Your viewers need to see that you are somebody who will also engage back. Now, obviously, depending on what your room's like, how that looks in terms of volume and people coming in and your room's room and all this stuff, you may not be able to do everybody, but you also want to make sure you are engaging. So for me, I was a 19 by the time I started the agency. Now I'm 31. That's agency stuff because I'm really engaging and I'm spending a lot of time. But I would spend a lot of time with people in my live who would come to my live, and I would go around supporting other lives, visiting folks and stuff. I had always done that because I saw that as part of my approach, especially when it came to going live. I was like, okay, let me go around and help other people and answer questions, and I would do that, and I would support the live. Hey, my favorite, how are you? My friend, I need to talk to you because my favorite just, are you back from your trip? She was in South Africa. I'm going to South Africa in March. So I want to hear all about it, friend. You said so they know what that means. That they know what it means. Yep. As a live host, you need to know what it means to be. Let's connect. I love engaging. Gabby, you don't have a blue box. We're gonna talk about that, friend. You need to have some information by your name, a badge. You gotta have a blue box and a Lisa. That's the daily heart me. So as you're talking about being an engager, that actually means something in terms of what people visually see. They're looking for those badges. Now you could be a person that goes to Content Engage, or you could be a person that says I'm an engager and you don't go to Content Engage. You said, well, thank you so much, Monica. I appreciate that. Look at you leveled up to 12. You said blue box? Yeah, okay. There we go. What is a blue box? All right, so let me help you, friend. So I'm gonna help you both, Carla, because you asked about it too, and Carla, you got a blue box. I was like, what's a blue box? So, really quickly, do me a favor. My friends coming in the room. I appreciate you all being here because we just talked about this. You said, let me catch up on a comment real quick. I'm writing a novel. I want to go live to build community, sell books, monetize. Okay, Jacqueline, that's good. That's good. So, hello. It's good to be back jet lag right now. I know you are, friend. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, this is gonna be interesting. Did you did how was your trip? Just say how was your trip? New to TikTok, trying to get to 1K, figuring out how to eventually monetize. There we go, friend. You said didn't. Okay. You didn't know that that blue box was right there? Okay, I didn't notice. Yeah. So it's the blue rectangle box next to their name. Yes. So really quickly, do me a favor. Put blue in the chat. We're going to put the word blue. Everybody, especially my friend Pacific, Gabby, Carla, put blue. I want you guys, I'm going to show you what the blue box is because I want you to click. I want you to click your photo, Monica. So there's people who just came in. So put that in the chat. Click your photo where you put the word blue. Okay, click your photo. Your mini profile is going to pop up. Okay, once you click your mini profile, look for your LV. In your case, Carla, you had a blue box where your LV was 13. So click 13, click 0. If it says LV 0, click that. A blue screen pops up. Okay. Hey, Ashley, thank you so much, friend. A blue screen pops up and it shows you your engagement level. So that's as a viewer. That's a badge tag. I tell you, TikTok tells on you. Okay. We joke about that. We like TikTok's a title teller because TikTok is telling all your business. All our business is out there for folks to see. And so now that you see it, you're not going to be able to unsee it. All the people who know, they look at it all the time. You said messy boots. So we look at it all the time. So that's the first thing we see when people come in our rooms. We see how they've been engaging. So on that screen, it tells you how many points you've collected first. And if you're LV0, that means you need to get engagement points. And they're going to ask you to put coins on your account. It may be a rose that you send. It may be the daily heart me that you grab. But essentially, that allows you to get a box that shows you that you've done the first level of engagement. Now, that first set of numbers is your points you collected. There's a / symbol, the total amount of points you need to get to the next level. So if you're level 0 to level 1 to level 2, so on and so forth. And then at the bottom, there's a scrolling message that says, here's how many points you need to level up. What's the cost? And the cost money, yes. So here's what you need to know. You're going to go to get the discounted rate. If you click the gift box here, this is where you get it in the app. The app is more expensive. If you click this gift box in the corner, it says to recharge. If you click that area, it takes you in the app to where you add coins on your account. Coins on your account. I tell people don't break the bank. $10 to $20 max. Just starting off so that you can spread that out. He said you need 450 points to level up. And so now that you know that, and that's the next part I say, now that you know that, you're going to be strategic to say, okay, if I need 350, how do I level up? I may do a little bit here. I'm going to go to another room. I might go to another room. You decide what that looks like. You decide where you want to level up and how you want to level up. You can spread it out. You can do however you want to do it. But I want you to be intentional about it. I want you to budget yourself. Your stay-at-home mom is hard for you. So I'm going to tell you, Gabby, keep that in mind as you're on this app. This app is an engagement app, and people pay attention to that. Okay. It's one of those things where it's your badge. So if you don't have a badge, just know some people don't have badges. There's a lot of people who are on this app that have no badges. But just know, as a live host and as viewers that engage, we recognize that. We see it. So you're gonna have to decide. And I tell people all the time, try to put some coins in your account. Now, there's ways to do it that's kind of the free version of doing it. I'm gonna give you a little tea, Gabby. I love to engage, but it's hard to send money. I'm gonna tell you some tricks real quick. I'm gonna tell you something. Now, I don't know you, Gabby, so I don't know you. Tell us the tea. I don't know you at all, Gabby, but I'm gonna tell you this. As you go into rooms where people have boxes, the guest boxes, viewers sometimes will give guests, and those guests will get coins. People will gift them. There's a little coin in the top of the corner. They'll gift them, and you can exchange those. Exchange those coins, and then you have coins to put on your account, and you can gift it back. So you're paying it back into the universe. That's something that people do. Now, I teach, and what I do is that not everybody can come up in my box, especially if you haven't grabbed a daily heart me first, because that means that you haven't started to be engaged um, fan club member. You haven't started being in my fan club. That fan club for a live host, just for the tea, is part of how you as a live host get monetized, because they look at how many fan club members you have. So that's part of your monetization. So when you have people come into your room that don't get it and are not part of your fan club, they're not supporting your live to its full extent. You understand what I'm saying? So when you have people coming in not grabbing that daily heart meat, that is actually people who are not supporting you to its fullest. Thank you for your comments, Moonflower. I've never heard this teaching before. It's a lot to take in, but I thank you. Look at it grow. Thank you so much, Miss K Latte. I appreciate your friend. And so a lot of people don't tell all this because it's like, I didn't. They either don't realize it or they don't want to tell it because they don't want to tell all the information. Thanks, Lizzie. You're welcome. You said me either. So yeah, so when it comes to and if you click the fan club, it says join, but if you click it, it has a question mark too. You said I am lost. um, what are you lost on? So you're lost on which part of it? Let me know, friend. Like I said, I always want to make sure people understand the process. So I don't let people up in my boxes that are at least. I want to make sure they have a fan club. They're a daily heart me. That means they have the Lisa badge, and I can look and see that really quickly. And then also if they're not a higher level. Like I try to do level 5. I usually try to pay attention to that. Thank you, Miss K Latte. Appreciate you, friend. So I try to pay attention to that because I don't want to have people I don't know in my boxes, because people can do stuff in your boxes when they're in your room that can get you in trouble. We've had 2 people in the last 2 days talk about having their live shut down. One person had it shut down because of monetization, where their viewers doing something that TikTok didn't approve of. Thank you so much for that. And that's a fan club gift. So thank you so much for showing that too. I appreciate your friend. And then Lisa Badge's fan club. It is the fan club. So Carly, you have the fan club gift. Yep, you have Lisa Box. Yep. So and then another person said they had somebody flash. They did a flash. Rich, are you in the room? Thank you for that. They had somebody flash in the fan club box. So yeah. How do I get text on screen while live? This is a board. You got to set a board before you go live. It's under the settings screen before you go live. Yeah. She was in here earlier. She came into the live. I saw her earlier. But she said she got a restriction for that. No, she had a violation. I think it was nudity. Yeah, they flashed her in the live. She got in trouble. Yeah, and you said in the shower. They was in the shower. Yeah, that was weird. They had to set up the live screen, get in the shower. The whole setup sounds very, very calculated. um, no, I didn't know I was getting a blue box by sending gifts. Yes, Tammy, that's how I do. So Tammy, anybody in here? You said background tips. Oh, my background. Let me talk about that. So I'm laughing because y'all laughing, but they really went to the full extent to make sure that they was being diabolical. Why? Why would they do that? They literally. just got on TikTok for Bible study or coaching. That's it. Is that what you get? Well, you never know what you're gonna see on these streets, y'all. I'm just saying. So be careful what rooms you go to, and be careful when you do lives at night. The freaks come out at night. I'm just saying that. I just gonna. so so yeah, that was real. That was real low down. But my point is, you said got my tapper literally on live today. My ring light breaks. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. So you need to get this clip on light too. So yes, I'll be ordering a new one tonight. There you go, friend. Yeah, I would agree. So okay. Blue box. Did I talk enough about the blue box, y'all? Let me see. So look at your numbers. Think about your engagement. Gabby, let me know if you're still in a room. Gabby, I just gave you a little tea. Like if you're looking to grow, depending on the rooms you go to, what your interests are, you might become somebody's box, and you can get some gifting that might happen there. It doesn't no guarantee, but it's something that people do to get extra coins, and then those coins you can exchange or you can cash them out, but you can exchange them to in turn have for when you go live. You know what I'm saying? So that's something you can do, or when you're in lives. I'm sorry, when you're a viewer. So just keep that in mind. That is a strategy that people do when they're trying to grow and trying to figure this out. I tell people though, at the end of the day, if you're just starting out, thank you for the rose, friend. At least put 10, like $5, $10 on your account. That allows you to have those coins where you can get your daily heart made, get your send some roses, send a few populars. Those are 1 penny. So those are 1 penny gifts. So just keep that in mind. That's a strategy that'll help you in terms of being able to grow as a live as a viewer. All right. To get your blue box and slowly grow. So Jesse, look at you. You're level 6 and you're growing. So that's part of your strategy. And then you can decide on if you want to expand and grow even more. So that's totally up to you. But it is something you want to keep in mind as people are seeing your engagement. We literally know. Hey Charlie, we really see and know how you are engaging. Thank you for that daily heart mate. Appreciate the finger hearts. Appreciate it, friend. Um, my lighting. You asked about my lighting. Hey friend. So you asked about my lighting. It is a glow, what do you call it? Sunset lamp. Let's see, I'm gonna show it real quick. It is right there. Right here. That's it. So you guys see that in real time. Appreciate you. You're welcome. So it's here, sunset lamp. It's a little lamp that sits to the side, and I have it. And it has this little remote. So, and it does the different lighting and stuff. It's in my showcase. I'm gonna pin it. So I'm gonna pin it for two reasons. I'm gonna pin it for K, where you can get. I have a front light that's in front of me, and the back light is that light. Okay, so this is probably what you need to get, K. It's a little clip-on light. So I'm gonna put that there. And then I'll show my tapper is another thing that I tell people to get. That's a good thing to have. So you can tap in someone's live and support the live that way. So that is important. So you don't, and especially if you're a live host, you want a second device, a second account. You can tap to the side and have that going to help activate your live. So that's important. I would definitely encourage you to do that. And then, like I said, the lighting is important. Your sound. Oh yes, I need that in the ring light. Yeah. So that's what I would tell you to do. And then, what else? I'll talk about the agency. If you guys want support, also you can click my Service Plus. Send me a message. The Service Plus is there. You send me a message. I can send you information about the agency. I'll talk about that. It's a free program. Many of the people in the room are part of the agency. So just know that that is where you can get free support. I'll pin my message here. If you want to do one-on-ones with me, I do one-on-one consultations. That is not part of the agency. That's above and beyond the agency. And I do coaching packages, so coaching services. So if you're really trying to get into digital marketing, understanding how to start your business, get things going, set up your systems and stuff, I also provide that support and coaching. And I'll send you my page. It is not, my webpage is not on my bio. I moved it. Somebody asked about websites and stuff earlier and where to put them. I moved mine out of my account here. I moved it to my agency page. And I did that intentionally because I did not want my agency pay for this account to have like suppressed views and stuff. They say that can happen. So I decided to move it. And that way I'm really making this account my main account, but also not having issues with my views being suppressed. So I moved it to the agency page. I'll say hi in the chat so you guys can see the agency page. You can follow this page as well. And this is where my web page is. So if you want to join the agency, if you want to get my consultations, if you want to do the coaching and other digital products, it's on this account. Wow, so much terminology to learn. Oh, you're so fun. It gets easier. Oh, yes, I need that in ring light. So, terminology. Some of my people who've been here before, has it gotten easier? Like terminology, when people say stuff, we're talking about digital marketing, we're talking about live stream, all the different things. Um, it gets easier. If you say CTA, we know call to action. If you say hook, we know the text on screen. We know boards. We know stickers. Yeah, so it does get easier, y'all. I don't want y'all to say you can't do it. It takes some time. It's a learning curve, but you will get it. All right. I'm gonna always encourage you guys. You said yes. Yes. So message you through the service, but you messaged me. Okay, Jacqueline, appreciate you. Yes, look at Diana. Yes, it's gotten way easier. Yes, see, that's what I tell people. I mean, I know in the beginning it's a learning curve. You're kind of nervous. Glow, you're a great example too, because you've been at this. When did you start with us in the agency? Because that's really when you started your live journey, was it? Or were you going live before that? When did you start your live journey? And I know you do the gaming. So it's interesting. So again, I feel like you've been with us for, has it been 2 months yet? Maybe December. You know, and you have to deal with TikTok and the whole TikTok glitchy stuff and all the things that come with it. But it does get easier, you all. Um, so let me. He said I'm doing faceless but slowly showing my face in the content. That's good. I was the same way, y'all. My shop page I was sharing a little while ago was my original account, and it was a faceless account. I would just put inspirational messages out there, and I never showed my face. And then I decided to make this account. I was like, okay, I'm gonna show my face, and that's how it started. But at first, I was nervous. I was so nervous. I was like, I don't want to show my face. So yeah, it definitely gets easier, you all. Okay, really quickly, I'm gonna show a couple different products here. I'll put these in the shopping cart so you guys can grab them. Um, and then this is the sunset lamp. So I pinned that. It's on sale. It's 54% off and it's free shipping. I keep saying I need to get a second one. Because every time I pin it, I was like, oh, I need to get a second one. Can I buy it from in here? Let me see. Well, let me do it. Oh, it will, y'all. It will. Let me see. Well, let me do it. Oh, it will. Let's see. Can y'all see me? I'm sorry. I just bought it myself. I was like, let me just go buy it right now. So hopefully that didn't glitch too much. I had to buy it myself because I kept saying, y'all hear pencils in the microwave? Do y'all? I'm gonna have to talk to him. Y'all gonna hear me. Y'all hear him. He was that loud, y'all. Let's see. He is that loud. He's out there with his brother. He just got home from school. So let me show this. So hopefully I don't get in trouble with TikTok because I just bought the thing. He said I like the lamp. Yes, that's what it is. Okay, add to cart. Okay. He sounds very happy. He always sounds happy. He's always giggly until he's not. And then he's like, He fusses too, but no, he's a good kid. Um, all right, friends. So let me show this. So you always got to show the product. So let me show the product. I'm going to show it that way. I'll show it on the box. So that's what it is. He really is about to get yelled at because he's super loud out there with his brother. So this is the color lamp, and it has the remote, and I have it on the fade feature where it is fading slowly. And that's what I had it on. And then you can turn it on flash if you want it on flash. You just point to it and it flashes. And then strobe, it slows down a little bit. It still flashes. I don't know what's the difference. And then smooth, it slowly fades out. And then you have this one where it fades a little bit more, a little faster. So anyway, so that is the light, different colors. Let me know if there's any questions about that, you all. Let me catch up on comments. So that is in there. Yeah, so yeah, thank you so much. And if you guys go on the shopping cart directly, you can get directly to the other items. The clip-on light, you said mine is black. What's yours? What's black? Your remote? What's black? Let me know what's black. The device itself is black. It is black. Being that I have two of them, the remote works for both. Does it really? Oh, nice. Nice. Others coming. Oh, your remote is black. Oh, nice. Okay. Thank you so much. Hey, Gen X Jersey Shrink. How are you, friend? Um, so yeah, so I also have the clip-on light too. I'm not gonna pin that. Well, I'll pin it. Let me know if you guys want me to pin it. I'll show it to you for a second. But that is the other light, and you'll see it's actually rather dark in here now. So if I cut this light off, it's gonna really make me in the dark. I'm gonna be like totally in the dark, or like you'll just see the highlighted colors from the backlight. So it's giving a lot of great light. I do like it. I do like it. Let's see. So that's it. So it didn't make me that dark. That's good. I think the computer light is also shining on me. That's what you guys see, because my computer's right here. But it's here. It clips. It has like this nice wide clip, and I clip it to my tablet. And then I also it has settings where you can have it where it is the mixed light, both soft and white, and then you can have it on bright light. Then you can have that bright light by itself, or you can have the soft light, or you can have the mixture. That's the mixture. And then you can also tone it down. Oh, this is actually turning it up. So actually, I don't have it on the highest version. You can turn it down. So I usually have it about right there. And so that's the light it clips on. So I have it sitting up here on my tablet where it clips. So you guys have that light. It's a little brighter than where I normally have it. Turn it down. Okay. And so that's there. Let's turn it down some. That's super bright. Can't see it. Okay, that's better. Okay, there we go. So that's the clip-on light. So if you guys want that, that's a great complement to here. I also have box lights. So I actually, and then my overhead lights, I could actually turn all that on, but it really made the lights back here not shine as bright, kind of stifled the colors. So I end up just using the clip light. So that's what I end up using, those two things. And then the last thing I have is the tapper. So I'm not going to show the tapper, but the tapper is critical. So if you are not a person that has a tapper, I would definitely tell you to get it. You said I have to buy another one for those. My kids took yours. Yes, I know, friend. It actually canceled itself out with the lighting here. Is it too bright? Let me know if it's too bright, because I feel like it's bright on me now. But yeah, being I have two, the remote works for both. Okay, gotcha. So so definitely that's my background. What I teach, what I tell people is that you always, what are the benefits of tapping a lot? It tells the algorithm that people are engaging, so you want that tapping, you want that visibility. As time goes on, and people are hitting that light goal, you'll see your room start performing better. There's a strategy that says if you get 10K likes in the first 10 minutes, that helps to boost the algorithm. What I've noticed also is that my flash code comes a little earlier. That's TikTok's way of kind of pushing out your live and saying, I'm sorry, adding the flash code is TikTok way of seeing if your live is activated. And so they'll ask people to gift pretty early at a smaller flash code. So a smaller number of people in the room. So it's actually a really good thing. Do you have to have another phone for Tapper? Can you use the iPad? Uh, Coach Jesse. Oh, I don't know if she's here and still. Who uses a tablet? I don't think it works for the tablet. I don't know if it works. Let me know if the tapping works for the tablet. Anybody know the answer to that? The likes. I know she uses a tablet all the time, so I'm not sure if it works. I think she uses. Look at the pony party. They use it does. Okay, it does. So Natty Nat uses it. She said it does. So Natty Nat, you use it. Okay, so it does work. So I use my other phone and my other account. I tried to go live on a tablet and I couldn't get it to work. Did you the tablet I've heard has always been kind of quirky. So I don't know. You laughing at the pony? The party pony. um it is for me. I don't use my tablet because I don't like the way that and I have an iPad and it's a newer iPad, but I don't like the orientation where my camera is on the sides versus right in the middle like on the phone. And so I always look like I'm looking off centered. And I'm on my tablet. I use it for my YouTube channel. And so my YouTube is fine. I'm a little off centered anyway because the way my body is twisted, so it doesn't look as bad. But on here, it was weird looking. I didn't look like I was looking directly at you all. So for that, I didn't use a tablet. Was the orientation messing up the views for me? Yes, the orientation messes up the views. Yep, yep. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. So I just went back to my phone. I upgraded my phone. I will tell you this. This is where I was about to go with my comment earlier. When it comes to going live, this is like a pro tip. And I don't want you guys to worry about all the right setup because you're nervous and you're afraid. And it's like, I'm gonna get everything together, then I'm gonna go live. Don't do all that. Just go live. Get all the things together as you go. It's okay to add some things. I just added the light. The light is hello friend. The light is brand new. This is like 2 weeks, 3 weeks at most that I've been doing the light. So I didn't have this light. And so just know there's things you can add along the way. You said mine's is good. What is that? What were you referring to, Coach Jesse? And then pay attention to your lighting, pay attention to your sound. I did at one point I was wearing a microphone. My microphone is sitting over here. Um It is fine. I end up, since I'm in a room that's enclosed and I don't have a lot of issues. You said your tablet is good. Okay, perfect. I was asking about the tablet for tappers. The tapper works for your tablet as well. Natty Nat said it does work for the tablet. Um, I didn't use a microphone because my phone sound has good quality sound on it, has good audio. I am working to upgrade to have like a podcast mic and maybe have that sitting on the side so I have that podcast feel to it. So I'm working up to doing that. And then I would tell you your light, your audio, and then ultimately your background because aesthetics matter. People come in, they see what you're offering, they see what you're talking about. The board is here so you kind of know what I'm talking about too. And so that's important. You want to bring people in. You want them to enjoy your space, have a nice inviting space. Don't have a lot of other stuff going on because they'll swipe past or maybe they're looking at everything else and not paying attention to what you're saying, so they're not even engaging. So just know that that's a piece of it too. Thank you for the roses. And then ultimately your connection, your Wi-Fi, your network, your connection matters. So if you have to get an extender for your internet, like an internet extender, if you have to get something else to make sure you have a strong signal, I would say invest in that. Okay. Because I know the room I'm in, this particular room, this is one of our spare bedrooms. For whatever reason, the Wi-Fi is not great in this room. Where it's upstairs, so the router, the modem, all that stuff is downstairs, and so it has to travel to this room, and it does not travel well to this room. And so I'm in a spot where for the longest I was having some glitching issues and stuff. And then my husband got me the extender that's back here, and that's helped quite a bit with my Wi-Fi. So my Wi-Fi has been pretty good as of late. But just know those are things that really, really matter. If you're talking about stuff that you need to invest in to stream, you got to have a good connection. So you want to pay attention to what does that look like for you. Okay. But all of that doesn't matter if you're nervous and afraid about going live. So go live, get the credits to the full credit or full features to go live, and just keep going and keep going, talking to yourself, connecting with your audience, and not being afraid. All right. So I don't want you guys to be nervous. Just keep going live. He says, sharing so much wisdom. Thank you. You're welcome. Or you said order in the light. That sounds great, friend. Um, Let me know if there's any other questions. I'm going to get off shortly. I've been on for 2 hours and 15 minutes, y'all. So I know I get to talking and sharing and stuff, and before you know it, time is flying. So, but let me know if you have any questions before I get off shortly. But the sound microphone, I was going to say that the microphone is good too. So making sure you have good sound. I stopped using it. Like I said, it was another thing to connect. I'm going to upgrade to a different microphone anyway. So I'll be adding that to my audio soon. Um, any other questions, friends? Any other things that I talked about that maybe I need to talk more about? Let me know. Um, a blessing to be here now, Paula. See you again. Oh, no problem. Appreciate it, Monica. Let me ask this question: who is going live? Who's going live today? Coach Jesse, I think you're 6 p.m. Central. You want to put it in the chat for folks. We plug Coach Jesse. She is doing a comedy show on Thursday. If you go to her, she's gonna put her information if she's here. If you go to her page, the very first pinned post is where you can buy a ticket to the comedy show. She actually shared earlier that this is an exclusive event. It's a special event that TikTok offers where you actually can have a paid event. So when you go live, people can pay to see you. It's a small price. The most you can charge is $11.99. TikTok takes, I think, 50% of it. So you're not making a whole lot from the tickets. People can come in, they can gift you and engage that way too. So that may be part of it in terms of your additional monetization. But at the end of the day, she's doing this her first comedy show, so we're excited to see her. You said, Coach Nan, you're about to go live later. What time? Put that in there, friend. What time? I'm gonna try my best to swing by. Coach Nan is new to the agency as well. Do I need to talk about the agency? Let me know if you're curious about the agency. Put it in the chat. Like I said, it's a free program. If you have not gone live yet, you cannot join the agency. You have to go live. You have to be a live host. So so if you haven't started going live, then it's too early for you. And I'm happy to talk about it, but it might be a little too premature. So we got to get you to go live first. Let's see. Hey, wellness girl, how are you, friend? Got my live out the way earlier. I love that. You sure did. I gotta come by and stay longer. I was about to go live, so I couldn't stay as long as I wanted to. Terry, I go live tonight at 7 p.m. Central. 7 p.m. Central. That's Terry. Okay. Terry, you're going live tonight. So I'm gonna try my best to swing by. 7 p.m. Central. 7 p.m. Central. That's 8 my time. All right. Hey, wellness girl, how are you, friend? Wellness girl, you going live tonight? Do you go to Tuesdays? I'm trying to remember your schedule. So she's good, guys. You got to get over to her sound healing. Ooh, it's a good experience. It's a really good experience. Urban Eye Candy. Oh, live at 9 Central. Look at you. So yeah, definitely pencil that. If y'all, I'm serious. You guys are in for a treat. if you guys get over there, because her sound healing is so good. She does the sound bowls and the other she has a couple different things, instruments she does, but it's really good. Went in. Oh, you were live today. I missed it. Okay, 12 noon. Okay, I totally missed it. How was that for you? Because you normally don't do lunch like that. Is that a good time, or does it now? Now it doesn't matter. She's like, I can go live anytime I want to, Doc. You said it was different. It was okay. Okay. 'Cause I was thinking, I was like, I totally didn't see it either. I missed it. Where was I at? 12:30. I think I was still here, but I must have missed it. Um, Thank you so much for joining the live. Those who are coming in, yeah, I totally missed that. So yeah, her lives really are very well attended, and she has a good group of supporters and mods and stuff. Um, you were live at the same time. Yeah, we were, and we must have been. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I didn't get off till 1 today. I notice the numbers now are lower, and they're not sending my live out like they used to. Um, you just got to get back into the swing of things. Yeah, I mean, you took literally all of January off. TikTok's like, I don't know who she is anymore. Who is she? So yeah, you just got to get back to swing of things. That's what I would think. Now we did have that glitch. We do have the new owners, all the things, you know what that means. So I mean, but I think if you are, it's true, just out here gallivanting. TikTok's like, who is she? Oh, this is Wellness Girl. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm taking all of that into account. Yeah. So you once you start getting things going again, it'll pick up again. I'm pretty sure of it. You just had such a good live too. You just have a. I mean, obviously, I know Live Fest was a lot. Live Fest was a lot, and you were doing it, Fran, and people were supporting. So you said Caliban. She was. She was. TikTok was like, I don't know about her no more. But and that is a good example, y'all. I don't want y'all to miss that point. TikTok, the algorithm, you don't want it to forget you. All right, you put in a lot of work, a lot of time and effort. So you want to get into a rhythm and trying to go live. And once you start, making headways, continue to show up and go live, okay? So that you don't get forgotten. All right. So it's funny, I'm about to do a vacation in March and I'm gonna go live. I don't want TikTok to forget me. So I am gonna go live, but we'll see how I can fit in my schedule. I won't be doing 2 a day, but I probably will definitely do 1. I have to figure out when. I think it's gonna be probably predominantly my 4 o'clock. I'll probably end up doing mostly. That's about 4 o'clock Eastern. So we'll see. All right, friends. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna let some of y'all. I know some of y'all about to go live shortly. So I appreciate everybody who was here. They better not forgive me. They not taking. I'm not. You said I'm not taking off next week. You're not taking off. Oh, okay. Queen Marie, how are you, friend? Don't take off. Don't take off. Let TikTok remember you. We're gonna have some interesting things going on in March. I'm excited. I put in. You said I'm taking off. You take it off. Oh my gosh. Um, so I put in campaigns. Oh, it's my birthday week. Oh wow. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. What day does it fall on? It's March, first week of March. Um Happy birthday, friend. Are you traveling? Yes, happy early birthday. Yes. Are you traveling or are you just resting? Reset as the new. Oh, it's the first day of the month, March 1st, Sunday. Okay. Turning 45 now. Look at you, girl. I want to be you. He said, oh my gosh, look at a whole 25. Okay. I love it. I had no clue. You had me fooled. I was like, yeah, she like this. She like young. She like real young. That's a great birthday, 45. Snap fingers with all, oh, whatever. You said it's the first of the month. You're so funny. I love it. Well, that's awesome, girl. Enjoy your birthday. Like you said, reset. Reset. I love it. Um, have a great birthday, friend. So yeah, take your time, take your time. And Sunday, yeah, Sunday is that's your regular scheduled day. Hey, it depends on how you feel. I might show up and do like, hey y'all, it's my birthday. You might get lions, tigers, and bears. You never know. He's like, let me do my birthday sound healing for myself. I don't think I'll be. You think you might do for Sunday then? All right, nice. That's nice. I love it. um, but I appreciate y'all. All right. Well, look here, right? Lions and jaguars, exactly. I love it. All right, friends. Well, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you claim any points that you have from the Daily Heart Me. Thank you all for coming through. My new friends go live. You build community. You have real strong connections with folks. I don't want you to miss kind of the big picture here. If that's what you're looking for. I tell people all the time, you got to know your why. Why are you doing it? And then ultimately, you continue to show up. You continue to grow. It gets better. Practice makes progress. Don't talk about that perfectionist stuff. That's why I said don't worry about all the lights and all the other stuff. Worry about practicing. All right? Just showing up, getting your message out, playing with the effects and features, figuring out your strategy to get more engagement. There are things you will do that you're going to continue to grow and build. All right? So I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you all for the watching, the likes, the shares, the comments, the stickers, and all the gifts. So I appreciate the support. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Later. Later. See y'all later, babe. See y'all. Bye. All right, my friends here. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate all the engagement as well. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.